Scott's been working hard on the farm, and he says now it's just time to sit back and hopefully pray for rain and watch stuff grow.
Man, I wonder how the farmers are doing. It's been
Very dry.
very dry.
500 to table 2.
We'll get caught up here. We got a bunch of calls, and then Scott with his straddle is going to raise this up to 40 with ace king of diamonds. Miller time.
Miller time.
Oh, he's going to
Putting in a surprise.
Yeah. Miller time going to 3-bet it up to 120.
Okay, so the way it's going to work is if someone gets knocked out and they still have a nit chip, the player coming in inherits it.
All right, we just got a ruling on that question regarding the nit chip. If a person gets felted and they still have the nit chip, then whoever comes in to take their spot inherits of that nit chip, making it spicy. So there's a call from Scott. We're going to go heads up into this flop.
Let's see. Miller time basically representing aces with limp in early position. And then the re-raise 3-bet.
Look up Empire Social
He
Lounge
doesn't know that.
on Facebook.
Of course, he didn't hit any of this. So if he believes that he's up against a big pair, probably not going to make this call. That is $80.
Maybe could have traded
I think if anything, when Scott was checking his hand, I think he maybe could have raised it a little bit more. It was $10, $10 straddle, and then we had like 3 or 4 limpers, and he only made it 40.
Miller time makes that.
If he makes it like 65 or 70 there, 65 or 70, I don't know if like
also have a large
Miller time makes
new
that same play, but
holding
the
cash
50
in.
the only like plus $30 raise there doesn't look
60
that strong into so many
$60 buy-in,
limpers.
$40
It doesn't look
rebuys.
as strong as what Scott actually had.
Right.
So,
They're discussing the parameters of the bomb pot, and they are
hey, if it's anything like this, besides,
a bomb
I'll
pot
take
every
it
hour.
with cash in.
I was gonna say, where are we at? Where's the first bomb?
Second, same
Every
way.
hour on the hour?
But
Actually,
Keith,
it's happening right now.
I know Keith.
hey, have Keith put his cards in the box, please.
Gonna do 4 cards with a double board.
I'm gonna start calling Cabral.
Go. You tell him, Buddha.
Buddha's
Miller time too.
folks on the
Miller's in the bar.
correct
Yeah.
procedural steps.
Miller,
with the-
6 or 5.
Only one burn card.
All right.
So we've got 2 boards there. And now the action begins. Scott.
All right. Tell him we got a 5-minute warning. Where's our VPIPs?
Garrett.
Give him the bottom 2 is between Jeff and Andrew.
Has already hit his
Oh,
flush
and Andrew.
on the 1 board.
Well,
Is it
5-minute
one,
warning, and
here, so
1 Jeff. I got you.
are you telling him?
it's actually a fold. Like when you flop the 3rd nut flush and everyone's in, you just gotta fold.
Yeah.
You don't know if that board's still gonna pair. I mean, you have 2 other possible combos that can players, that can beat you.
So that flush board is pretty much controlled by Garrett right now with the queen three of spades.
And Ryan actually, that was a money card for him on the top board. So he's looking pretty solid. And I take that back. Ryan shouldn't have folded that because he did have a full wrap there on the top.
On the top.
With the 6, 8, 10. So that's a pretty solid hand there to have that wrap because he now made the nuts, has a redraw to the bigger nuts.
Ryan bets 100.
And I think this is a good call here too. Like, there's no reason to raise because you're just going to drive other players out. You kind of want as many players to put money in there right now as possible.
I got that backwards. Garrett made the bet, and then Ryan called. Scott.
I don't have either one of their. I don't have either one of their cards.
Starting hand, but
yeah, aces in Omaha.
Real pretty.
Oh, Scott. Yeah. Well, he does have the nut flush draw now, so he's got possibilities. But as we can see, 4%, not where you want to be. And he gets there.
Scott gets there.
He gets there
on the top one.
That's gross.
And Garrett has the bottom, and Ryan, who had lots of promise, both of those boards.
Man,
is now
that's
the
a tough
third
one
man
there
out.
for Ryan. And Ryan's actually feeling not too. I mean, Ryan's feeling pretty good about this with the 9 of spades coming off. Kind of takes away. All in, all in.
Call.
I think there's too much money out there for Ryan to fold.
It's between them three because they have.
Yeah, he just said he didn't see that. He thought for
The
sure
hearts.
straight was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we lose somebody though, you gotta delete it. All right. I just deleted the bad beat. I didn't do it the first time, but I'll make sure that should reset their beat tip and shit.
Figured if I lose that one, I might be able to
Bailey in C5 here on this feeder table.
What's going on there?
Stacking
Under the
up
gun.
every time.
And
We need to get him in this game, huh?
yeah, I think it's really,
Gene's in the house.
yeah, Gene's in the house.
Is everyone aware who's on the cusp?
And whoever was on the list next will be coming from the feeder table. Then with regards to the yellow chips for the knit for the $50 donation to the Salute to Service July 8th, there's still 4 players with that yellow chip.
Hey,
And another question. Garrett,
I
in
delay
the
between
bomb pot, does that mean he gets to turn in his yellow chip?
Nope. If he would have scooped that bomb pot, yeah. But it's still a chop pot. It's, I mean, you have to win the whole pot.
Right. And the V-pip here.
Now, I was just going to say, well, we got Andrew there too, huh?
Runner. You like that?
I really,
What do you mean I didn't have nothing?
I mean, what time is it? We're here on No Knit Thursday. We're about 45 minutes in, huh? And I haven't seen Jeff. I don't know how Jeff has 14%. I haven't seen him play anything. Have you seen Jeff play a hand?
He gets married to aces.
We're gonna call him out on No Knit Thursday.
Yeah, I think he might have played that very first hand, but then folded after.
But Andrew's hanging down there with him.
This is my specialty. Getting it in bad, not getting there.
So we'll have a player go over to the feeder. Ryan will go over to the feeder table. And we'll have a player from the feeder table take his seat.
He's gonna top off.
Mustache Joe.
You have to use it when you're under the gun or on the button. I think they're going out over there. You guys playing over with the rock button? So that's doing it again? Oh, no rock button. They're not doing that over there. Okay. No, it's just never mind. Yeah, it's on the bottom.
I hit it like a river, so we might go
Oh,
100.
that 380 set? Oh, I thought you turned the set. How come he gets
How come he
It goes to the next person? He's out of position.
Dollar Bill is watching.
You're closer to
First
the
available opportunity for play. First available opportunity for play.
So,
Oh,
it
so
doesn't
he's under the
matter
gun.
the last time.
Yeah, I get it. That's good. That's a good rule. He needs a nip, but.
300 feeder table.
There we go. Back in the game.
Back in the game, and the rock is being utilized now by Garrett. He is under the gun, so there's a $10 straddle. Captain Bob is going to make the call.
Over here. Right here.
Back over to Garrett.
200.
He's going to raise it up. He's going to put $100 on top of that. Garrett wants to get rid of that yellow chip because he can with a king-queen.
Yeah, I mean, well,
But Garrett's going to do that anyway.
he's.
When
I was
there's
gonna
only
say,
well, there's only 2 limpers.
and he's got position.
He's got position. He's making the correct play.
If I'm gonna give it to Jeff, I gotta give it to Andrew also. So
He
we got,
picks
we
up.
got Philip K here in the YouTube chat saying he's a huge fan of the man in the Houndhaven
Tell
shirt.
Andrew.
Well,
Seat
text
6.
your boy and tell him to stop.
No,
hitting it
Andrew's
up.
gone.
Yeah, there, Philip.
Oh, tell seat 1. Go ahead and let him know he's got to win the bomb.
No Knit Thursday.
All right, it's bomb pot here, Eddie, and let seat 1 know he has to win this to stay on the table.
And it looks like we've got a full table there.
He has to win this to stay on the table.
Feeder table.
As long as he chops.
And remind me
He's
to
got
never
game
walk
on.
into the same
He's
exact
got game
spot
on.
that Ryan
Yeah.
just walked into because
Yeah, or he
the
can
bullet
chop.
spot that you would have just saw, like
I was thinking you
that would not have been pretty.
Right?
So there's
You're
our
like, shit, maybe I should have had 25. Wait,
Miller Time and Scott.
do it. Everybody.
Garrett having a good night so far. Buddha.
So we
Andrew
got,
has
got
lost
Josh
a little bit
Mace.
of money, so he must have played something. But Jeff's down
Minute.
$24. So I think he's just lost the blind. So there we go. Somebody told him. Somebody told him he was knitting it up.
That's legal, Scott. You're allowed to do that. I didn't say it was
Is Buddha's wife in the chat?
What's that?
I said, is Buddha's wife in the chat? I mean, I don't think he wore that shirt without her watching, you know?
And just put the bottom board. Gotcha.
Andrew now.
Give me a second.
Eight of diamonds, 10 of hearts, 4 of club.
Garrett's card is good, yep.
Bob wanting to keep his V-tip up.
Joe.
Balls. King
The
7
box.
hearts.
Look, he still ain't in the box.
Joe, check.
Back over to Jeff who folds. Now just a lowly ace there.
I'm gonna tell Joe to put him in the box. He's still not in the box.
Have Joe put his cards in the box. See.
Probably any
No,
pair
7.
or flush draw here for Captain Bob. Great flop for 9s. But I think with that 7 there on the flop, Captain Bob's probably going to put his last 100 in.
I think he's going to get pretty sticky here.
with free apps.
All of the 7 had a spot like that. Or put half the jack.
I mean, if you're calling with King 7 and you get a flop like that, when you already put half your stack in pre-flop, basically, you got to go. You got to go.
Good luck, Bobby. Thank you.
Can I have 500 to the side table?
Is that OG John? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Who made that? Did he? I gave him one. Has he seen it? You got a press or something? I gave him one. No, I just checking something. My cousin. Yeah. Helped me out.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
All right, so Andrew's nines. And no help there to
They
Captain
are
Bob.
on hold.
Did you move the button? Bob Tucker.
No.
So the revolving
That's what happened.
as the seat turns.
I had to move
Like, yeah, what
back.
happens, like, he just came
No, because it rotates the opposite direction.
He came like
All right, Andrew heard my pep talk and he made it happen. Now let's see if Jeff can.
So these two were the last ones Bob lost for one busto, and so he just stuck me in the. I don't know.
Right.
So Keith is coming over from the feeder table to sit in seat 2 where Captain Bob was.
Lucky you.
Captain Bob
Come
came
right
to the
in.
feeder table in seat 9.
Unlucky seat draw. Unlucky seat draw. It'll work out good that way sometime too. Though. Somebody will come into a seat. Look at him, he's like, what the hell's going on? just all you gotta do is run a hand before he does. That ain't right though, man.
At least it's only $40.
It's only 40 though. That ain't right though.
I know. It's going to charity.
It's going to charity.
I wasn't in the start of the hand.
I know.
He said you inherited that button.
It's a bad seat move.
So,
Will they show the other table? Well, no, that table doesn't have the capability to do the
Josh is
stream
green
the
dot.
same way with the cards, where you can see all the cards and everything. So, but players from that
Yeah,
table
yeah.
will constantly be fed.
I thought you said Josh.
game. So, our goal and our hope is that
Or
every
eight.
single
Nobody.
player in here at some point
It's
tonight.
really not.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Just unlucky seat. It doesn't matter either way. I mean, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
Four-handed going into this flop.
It's unlucky seat.
The tip should just go in and be obsolete.
I'd say this guy should.
So I'm gonna get penalized to play one hand and maybe.
Well, you're rooting for, you got 3 people here you're rooting for.
Did we just give Keith another bad beat story?
Yes. Yep. Yep. He gets to play one hand and then contribute $50, maybe, if Jeff wins this hand. And Jeff
I'm
is
rooting for
still in the
Garrett. They
hand.
gotta find a way to redo this.
Garrett's ahead with a 6, and he's going to take this down with 6-3. Jeff missed his
Still got life.
overcards.
Still got life.
I risked it all.
Gary, when
You understand that I didn't.
Yeah.
The 2 big cards.
So this is what we wanted. We wanted no
For
nip. We
sure.
wanted action.
Sure.
You're
And we're getting it.
What they should do is just, if you come in.
So yeah, Paige, this is the best that we're going to be able to see this other table, but it is good to get updates.
But he
We
did
can
get one.
certainly see
Yeah, but he should have
chip stacks.
They're gonna work the bugs out.
They said it's going to continue. He should get one.
Either one or the other.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's get a ruling on this before we.
We just talked to the boss.
Yeah, the owner just said you inherited. That's what he said.
But I think he's gonna everybody, when they sit down, they got to give one.
Yeah, I think especially with this style
I think
game.
it'd be fair.
Right.
Because not every time there's only gonna be 2.
Right.
There's never gonna be a hand rule.
Having Kyle lead one with 6-10.
Yeah, I think that's.
Wow, wow, 10-10.
Keeps it.
So Jeff calls,
Turned them off
to
and
get rid of
everything.
his yellow chip here.
So let's give him one.
And now bad beat Keith.
What does Josh have in front of him? C3.
With, pocket nines.
Boy, he got double board up there. Oh, they just switched?
And
558?
he's doing the $10 button strike
Alright.
with the rock.
No, you're good. He's good. He's good. I was just
Don't
wondering
forget
if we
about
should
the old King 3 offsuit.
It's a bomb.
I thought for
No,
sure we were gonna
they just
see
did a
ace
bomb.
queen
Oh, yeah, yeah.
there.
Alright, where's the button at?
We're gonna go 5-handed.
6.
Couple of kings, couple of queens.
I would have,
This game cost Garrett about 3,000.
There's a queen.
Tuesday.
Single board.
I would have liked to see Keith have just like
Single.
ripped it all in there.
Yeah.
Got this rock.
I mean,
I think it's
it
Garrett.
looks, it's, you know, he's came to the table. He was like complaining about the nip button, and it makes it look like, you know, kind of like, okay, well, he's just trying to buy off the nip button here. But I also think he could have got ace queen to fold. Like ace queen offsuit's probably not going to call $500.
Right. Garrett might have called.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
45.
Garrett can't be feeling great about this. He's going to fold. What a good fold by Garrett.
Wow.
And if Keith... Wow. Now look at Garrett when he turns flush
is, we're never gonna be able. After this dream is over tonight, I gotta think about it, but we're never gonna figure out the best way. Why?
The thing is, we're never going to be able. I mean, after this stream is over tonight, and maybe we can sit down and think about it, but we're never going to be able to figure out the best way on the fly. So we're just going to have to deal with it tonight. Or the players are going to have to deal with it tonight, I should say.
Gary is so mad right now.
Miller Time is going to try to induce it all in here from.
Gary is so mad right now.
Yeah. A snap call there from Miller Time. So now Keith was
And the good news for Keith, he doesn't have to pay that now.
Right.
He doesn't have to pay out
No way.
Oh, and we got like a 5-minute warning.
The Wizard was out there giving out VPIP warnings. VPIP yellow cards.
Yellow. It's like a reverse speeding ticket.
Right.
Looks like it's coming to the main.
You can get a ticket for going too slow. Looks like he's coming to the main.
Yeah, and Jeff did improve his VPIP from 14% up to 33%. Joe just got to the table.
It's gotta be, it's still an average, probably like hands they've been here.
Set down. Boom.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting to see how it kind of.
Right now he's still got 450. What do you think?
I would say like
He said all right.
when you first
Yep,
come
staying
over.
with it. Right now he's got
When you
490.
first come over from that feeder game into the main table, you're kind of incentivized actually to be even more aggressive
Yeah.
to try to build your VPIP up right away. Because now, like Joe hasn't. I mean, Joe's been here for what, 15 minutes maybe,
Yeah,
but he hasn't played a hand yet, so he's at 0.
yeah.
Buddha just raised his spades to no raise. That's nitty. That's nitty.
See, Miles
called
calls
a 7-foot offsuit.
Oh my god.
I had a real gem there.
He's got the big block.
Behind
Oh,
4.
Now I'm gonna get stuck.
He's what the Dave. I was donating 40 bucks.
Flops 2 pair here. It's a rain
All right.
board. That's out 80.
Snap call.
Snap call.
Don't lose nothing if you get moved. You know what I mean? You're not losing anything. You're just getting moved. It should affect you to lose a lot.
And these two players have good history.
Yeah, they have a lot of history together.
Everybody's gonna get over here a couple times.
You got at least 3 getting knocked off for the lowest VPIP, so then you already have somebody
I think against a lot of players, Scott would have folded a 9-5 here a long time ago. But Garrett, you never know. I mean, you never know with Garrett. Look at this hand. He's got 9-4. He raised it up with 9-4. Oh, Scott went all in?
Scott went all in.
What?
Garrett
I
made
missed
the
that.
call.
I thought
Yep.
he folded.
No, went all in.
What? Well, that was definitely not nitty.
No, that was not.
Wow.
Bullshit with you and then.
And
Garrett's got
there it is. Like I was just talking about, that was all about history and all about the player.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with the cards. Scott probably figured Garrett could have had like queen 10s, 10-8s, you know, some possible straight draws. He could have just been firing away with air. Garrett will do that every once in a while. He'll
Yeah, got his cards wrong.
Hurts a little
Alright.
to see that 9-4 again.
did all right over
5-2.
there anyway.
I don't believe in bad seats.
He did fine.
There's bad players.
Jack would have been sick.
I was just gonna say that. Whoever
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Jack would have been so gross. 5 kicker.
This man knows how to play the no game.
I heard that.
And 9-4 of spades. This man knows how to play the no-nit game.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I knew exactly
I
what
looked
you
at
were
their
doing.
face and made me like, leave it on the line. Leave it on the line. I was doing before I knew it.
I knew you were calling it.
What was your name?
Especially since you
I know. I said, as long as one of these two don't raise.
Ryan's watching. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Hope all is well.
Bill, still.
You and your family.
Yeah.
Angry Joe's watching.
And I could Joe just didn't call us ass now. See, yeah, doing all this.
Right, I know, but like, when you get the money, I could just go directly to the fund.
Yeah. Alright, fair enough. It's a game on. Yeah. All in. He's gotta win it. He's gotta win it.
Yeah, Bailey understands the deal now.
No one
He's,
goes over.
there's 2 of those knit buttons left.
Am I
So if
involved
he
in
wins
this?
it, no one goes over for me. Correct.
Am I involved in this?
Yes.
Give me $100.
Lots of brewing.
Last person standing with that donated $50 to our July 8th salute to service. $10,000 guarantee free roll tournament just for
Sorry, bit.
servicemen and women, both active duty and retired.
What the fuck is it?
And that's going to be just
That
a
doesn't make any
fantastic
sense.
event for us Saturday, July 8th.
There's no yellow button. Yeah.
That $50 donation will go to the.
Oh, you're saying in the tournament?
Ron Mueller's watching. Hey, Ron.
Andrew has to win it or he's out.
Right into the game.
Bomb pot?
Bomb pot, baby.
Bomb pot. Mandatory
Please chop
bomb
it.
Pot, baby.
Does not impact the yellow chip. Andrew has to win this or he's
Oh,
out.
he's
Need a color. You're good.
It's good bluff side.
Yeah,
If
by
it is.
virtue of his VPIP.
Yep, check.
You can strike in. Oh. But still. Holy shit. Wow. That is fucking good.
He does not have a
You
hand.
take the only place that makes it at least.
Don't move your, yeah, he's got cards in the box spread out.
No, there is a gut shot for him on the bottom
But
board.
unless it wasn't.
That is a rainbow board right now.
Seat open.
There
Seat
are
Who's out? Joe.
three of the 10s right there. 10 in Miles' hand, 10 on the top board, and a 10 in Miller Time's hand.
Yeah, big slick Rick.
Yeah, Garrett led out here, and he's absolutely just messing around. He's pretty much just joking with these guys.
Yeah.
If he turns a 5 on the top board, he will have the nuts on that one. But that is absolutely the only thing that he has. And we're gonna need Daniel to tone it down.
Hey Eddie, if you could let me know what Slick Rick sitting down with.
For me, you only win half of it. How do you?
Oh,
And then, what do I know?
oh yeah.
What do I know?
I don't know.
I don't know anything.
No, Garrett's hit the straight on the top board.
Thanks.
And Buddha's got 2 pair on the bottom board. He also has two pair on the top board.
He also has a flush draw on the top board now as
He's
well.
here now.
And a straight draw.
You need 1,000 black?
I'm sorry, I'm looking
what do
at
you call
Miles.
it?
Here.
Yeah,
I'm
Miles.
looking at Miles.
For
Here.
C4.
Miles
For
is going
Garrett.
to go all in with this.
Miles has the 2 pair on the top.
Yeah.
On its color up in
And the
seat
bottom.
4.
On its way,
2
Eddie.
pair on both.
Bring, tell them, send them out with 10 black.
On the top.
And Buddha's in a bad spot because he's got a lot of his own outs.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to make boats, but he already has the cards that he needs to make boats. And he didn't listen to me at all.
No. Garrett going to make this call. Garrett's got the straight on the top. Eddie's doing a great job here getting the
Here's the cards on it.
pot set up for us. We've got all in with 2 calls. There's still 2 betters.
Sometimes if you wait too
That's a
long.
side pot.
Wow. And the flush gets there.
So the flush gets there for Miles. And
What do we got? Queen Jack?
Queen Jack on that bottom board, which makes Garrett being the 3rd man out. And I think we see a check
Yeah,
here.
and Garrett got super lucky to use that straight. That's why he could have not expected
Entered it.
Yeah, and Garrett got super lucky to even hit that straight, but that's why he should have not even been in that pot because he only had 1 draw on 1 board. Queen
Andrew
Jack
would have
done
chopped
that.
and stayed in the game if he would have played.
That's wild.
I get it. Look at this. I got it.
It's the old boot.
And Andrew would have chopped that and stayed in the game if he would have played, but
Who's what made the
now
wall?
we give him the old boot.
They made the boot.
Give him the old boot.
Boot to the feeder table.
What'd you have?
These boots weren't made for walking. They were made for booting nits away to the feeder table.
What'd you have on the top?
Who's Slayer?
Slayer is Bailey.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah.
I'm not that good. I'm not that good. Oh my God, you got married.
Charles Shanks says, does Buddha live at the reserve?
He's here a couple nights a week.
It's,
I get the extra $1, man.
We do go see, we do go from time to time where we don't see Buddha for a while. I think it's just, what we
Buddha
expect.
merely exists.
Buddha folds there. I swoop.
Tyler's watching. Hey, Tyler, buddy.
Terrible cards, I guess.
And Derek is watching.
I love cards to lose with. Oh, I didn't.
We got 558. Yeah, good one. Does he have to take 58 off?
Yeah, I need one.
And that's the walk of shame in the background there. Walk of shame to the net table.
I got you.
Always got to know where the rock is. The rock has to be played mandatory. Either a $10 button straddle or $10 under the gun straddle.
See, there's just so much endless possibilities for this. Like, we have all these different things we can do. So
Yeah.
here's another one we need to implement. If somebody has the rock and they forget to play it,
Yes.
it's already in there.
That's already in there.
Do they get booted to the
That is a
table,
rule.
booted to the net table, or what
No,
do they?
you just lose it. It has to go
No,
into the
no,
pot.
boot them. I mean, that's okay. What? They lose it. They lost $10 that didn't exist.
Yeah.
You got to give them a real penalty.
But the
Other cards.
Lose it. Lose your seat.
Yeah, the wizard pointed out the other night when I brought this up. He said, you know, it's not like a home game where somebody loses track of where the rock is. It typically between the other players, the dealer's not supposed to help them out on that. But anyway, It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, probably not.
And we do still have 2 people with the yellow chip in front of them. And the last person standing with the yellow chip.
What a long
donated
Nick game, actually.
$50, and Slayer is one of those. He inherited that when he came and sat down. Slayer's going to check.
All right.
85.
Josh.
Oh yeah, Josh is
We were on track with the J.
I know. I feel bad I didn't.
But just put the thinker
The
on.
thinker?
Put the thinker.
Because he always says that. He does.
See, I just heard Daniel say 3 players. I thought somebody called and we were ready to go.
And considering that there's 19 people in this room, plus 2 dealers, it's a little quiet right now.
Right?
A lot of thinkers going on.
Give me a second.
I'm picking up the nut flush draw.
Got Jack of clubs, 3 of hearts,
Josh
8 of
still got the
clubs,
best of it with the king queen offsuit.
and
He's
6
thinking about it. Oh, he checked
No,
it.
no, he was.
Oh, no. You gotta go
Apparently
back.
he did not think about it.
No.
right there. Hit the Jack of clubs, hit okay.
I mean, that heart is a
There you
scary
go.
card.
Tell him to stop. Whenever you need to, just tell him to stop.
Yeah, he usually does.
And then I'm on the turn. I'm on the turn.
Plus, he has the incentive to try to get rid of that
Perfect. Thank you.
that yellow button.
Now with Stone Cold Air.
Yeah, and
Let me check around on that.
he pushes the the strongest hand at this point out of the game. Miller
The
time.
thing is, Miller Time's got a big stack. There's $900 in the pot, and it's only $200 to call. And he's got the nut flush draw. And he's got if he hits his nut flush, he's thinking, well, I can possibly win $900 plus whatever else,
What's up?
400 more that Slayer has behind.
And the only thing that Slayer can get here to win is a deuce.
Well,
Since Garrett's got the rock and he's away from the table,
interesting card.
it's in play.
He's
It's
gonna
in
jam.
play, yeah. But if he doesn't get back in time, do you block it right away, or
They can block it if he's in
He's
there.
gonna kill me with Daniel.
I'm to give him till it actually gets there,
He's
but
gonna kill me.
so wait till the action
Daniel
gets
said
there.
all
then-
in, and then I was like, wait, what? And then Slayer said all in.
I can stick them in the box. Or no, they're in there first.
So it is actually more than $40. The chip count is right.
Yeah.
$4.95.
Much
So,
more.
Yep.
I believe it's somewhere around 500. Definitely over 4. $4.95.
Ooh, the big groan.
That's not good.
Wow. Slayer's going to show the.
Shows. Well, he had to.
I think you
Yeah.
showed it. You have to show it.
Josh would have had the winning hand.
You knew that, right? You have to show it. Yeah, you have to show it.
And he got out after the big bet. Slayer,
With
but-
Miller Time having the ace of hearts in his hand, like that's, you know, it's not, it doesn't give you reason alone to make a crazy hero card.
Is it every half hour that they're
It
changing?
takes
That
away
way?
a lot of,
Is it every half hour that they're
you
changing?
know, that's, nobody can have the nuts, you know it.
Queen, or at the very least the nut flush draw. Goes right before the line.
It looked like he seriously was thinking
40
about
bucks.
it.
So Jeff was the last person standing on the
40 bucks.
mid chip, and he'll be donating $50 to our Salute to Service tournament on July 8th. And I believe they're going to start the 40 bucks, excuse me. And it looks like they're going to start this all over again, right? They're going to start a whole new,
I'm gonna hurt my whole stack.
Yep, right back at it.
right back at it for
Back
another
at
$40.
it like a crack addict.
It makes you spur back.
Yeah, Biggie says wow, and wow is right. Gotta-
And we were sitting here from the commentator booth every time we flashed Toby, we were like, get this guy over here, get this guy over here.
Yeah.
And he did not disappoint.
No, he
not
did not.
one bit.
He did
It's
not.
not often somebody lives up to your made up expectations in your head.
$60 bet here now. Joe has not been playing much, and his VPIP is very low, so he's going to come in with the rest of the house in position on the button.
Copy.
Josh needs 45 here to call. He's got a mystery hand. He's going to make the call. Garrett. Garrett's in the hand 4 ways. Coming to this flop.
Was Josh our initial raiser, or did he limp?
I think he was the initial raiser.
Who won the rock on that last game? Oh, it's still in there.
Pretty good.
Miller
flop
just won that.
for everybody
Another
that we
one.
can see.
Yeah.
I mean, Ace 6 doesn't hate that flop. Ace 3 doesn't hate that flop.
Ooh, Joe's coming in now with ace 3 of hearts.
Pocket 9's definitely like that flop.
Very much so. And the mystery hand.
And I gotta say, I think he, yeah.
Garrett.
I mean, we'll see what his cards are if we get to see him. But seems
All right,
like
and
quickly, maybe
let Jeff know that if
more, I
he
think.
doesn't win the
Now, hold
bottom,
on. You gotta find your button. Ask him where his button is. Where? You always gotta do that. It's on Miles, so you gotta move the button. You just gotta make sure you move it back.
With these pocket 9s. And he calls out 200, puts out 200.
Joe is not scared one
Yeah,
bit.
because the bomb pop button is different than the regular button.
oh, I see
See
it.
what I'm saying?
What does he do? Draw for it?
No, as the regular button moves this way, the bomb pop button moves that way. Every time they play one, it moves
Okay.
up there. So there's not. So it's guaranteed to be a different button.
The open end is
Gotcha,
for
gotcha,
Garrett.
gotcha.
Going to make that call.
Yeah, 200. He was getting 5 to 1 there. 200 to win 1,000.
I think so. Mike Alexander.
Oh.
There it is, and Joe
Oh.
hits the bottom end, hits the wheel. He's gonna get stacked here.
Yeah.
In the club, forward club, king of hearts, queen four of club.
All in.
Yep.
Miller time is
Tough,
not happy.
yeah, tough 2 hands in a row here for Miller time. When you miss that, you kind of
And you let
feel it
Jeff
in your
know,
gut
right,
that
Eddie?
you want to make a big call and you don't do it,
Thank you.
and then you got the best hand all the
Whose
way.
seat did
You
Rick
got
pick?
your
Who used to be in
opponents,
seven?
putting their money
Joe.
in there with just draws pretty far behind.
Nothing you
and,
did.
Gonna lose another one. Gonna lose another huge pot here. Hopefully he can find a fold.
We got some dealers watching here. Tyler's watching. Derek, Dave Huff, Shimmy.
And he does find a full disciplined fold there. And Joe, of course, has to call.
Hey, have
He runs like that.
Miles spread his both.
OG Junior.
I mean, there was lots of money in that pot. He made it straight. He's got a call there every time.
Now they're calling Garrett OG Junior.
That's
there.
what I was just gonna say.
See you, buddy.
That was definitely an OG kind of hand.
Oh, okay.
Big slick.
Never mind about
coming
Jeff
in the
leaving this
game.
top dollar, so probably.
Speaking of veterans, service veteran, and we've got their salute to service coming up on July 8th. That's a $10,000 guarantee, prize pool guarantee. That is just for servicemen and women, both active and retired.
Look, Rick, how much you got there, buddy?
We continue to gather great donations.
We're already over 5K in the prize
There
pool.
it is.
There it is.
$0
Oh, you guys made it?
Already over 5K in the prize pool.
Oh, no.
levels. There's $100 re-entries.
575.
Was that, we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, there's already 5K. We've got
Yeah, they were doing it random. It was basically
about 10 days left.
More than
8
that.
days left.
Your math's way off. I'm off for the next 14 days in a row, starting on Saturday.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
You're right.
yeah, we got about like what 16 days still.
Yes.
But it's coming up
16
fast.
days. You're right.
Either way,
My math is off.
we've had awesome support so far. Lots of donations.
Speaking of support, we get great support from 3rd Street Cigar. They're up there on the screen right now.
Why didn't we record Dom like, doing all these bits and then just bring it on? Like, so I mean,
We need our own little control panel.
yeah,
here, right?
exactly.
Yeah. Plus, that has a gong when we kick people off of the table to go to the knit table. But 3rd Street Cigars, they're in Waterville, Ohio, and it's a great place. We'll probably get a picture of this. Don Took will talk about that in a minute. Let's go back to the action. Buddha called $9 for the mystery. Call from Kyle. Slayer will call. Josh, King Deuce, keeping his V-pip up. Garrett now raises it up.
Garrett, with the problem
The
that
longest
everyone
bump
wants to have,
ever,
he's
Eddie.
got too many chips for the amount of space that he has to work with. He needs to rack
Just
them up
something
and
there,
load
yeah.
them up. Everyone's favorite problem.
Yes.
I'm better if Kara had to do this. So imagine if Kara had to do it.
3 is going to make the call. A raise.
She'd be freaking.
And
She's
Gary
like,
could legitimately have any
She'd be
two cards right
freaking
here.
out,
How he's
man.
been running.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's stacking up all his chips. He that was like a sweetener for him. He could legitimately even have 7 deuce right here.
I'm going to put Garrett or Buddha on King Queen of Hearts.
I'm gonna say Garrett has 9-4
Oh,
against
don't know.
9-4 of diamonds.
Just to clarify, as Adam pointed out, Garrett is not going anywhere. He's just coloring up. Big Slick Rick sticking around here.
Tricky Ricky.
Slayer made the bet of 50 with a call from Garrett. Big Slick Rick. King Slayer bets 125, aka Bailey. Garrett with the mystery hand. If he has what you said he has, he still has 2 pair, but we don't know that.
We're coming.
But he does make a call. That's going to be a quick pull from Rick.
Button's in 2, correct?
Now Rick hits.
Yeah.
Slayer with bottom pair here.
He's going to check.
I was saying the same shit. I was like, could you imagine if Kara had to do this shit right now?
Big bet here.
Your face would be so red.
I really hope we get to see these cards too.
I know. I'm thinking he's got a made hand here, but
Man, but there's missed
He's trying
clubs.
to
There's
overbet
missed
it.
clubs on the flop.
he's trying to
Slayer
overbet
wants.
it.
Look at the smile on Slayer's face.
Yeah,
He wants to hero.
he does. But I believe Garrett's just making an overbet on purpose to try to make it smell like an overbet. That's my thought anyway. I think he's probably got a made hand.
Well,
here.
if we think about Tuesday, he was making small size bluffs on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's
It is a
true.
What
different,
the fuck?
totally different game.
What?
You know, I mean, we
You
definitely.
don't know a hand. Oh,
Straight,
look at
he
him.
says.
Yep.
5 deuce.
5 deuce.
Thank you for it, kid.
Woo!
And where's your
Good call
buttons?
there,
In?
Rick.
Buttons, right? Is it a small?
But
That's
yeah,
small.
I mean, when we
That's
think
small.
back to the couple of times I can remember on
Oh,
Tuesday
what the
that Garrett
fuck?
was bluffing, I remember talking about it with you, like his bluffs were on the small side, and we were saying if he would have went a little bit bigger, they might have worked. And this was just the opposite here. He was trying to put that big size out there
So
to make
Garrett,
it look
here's
like
gonna
a
be
bluff,
sick as packs.
when in fact he basically had the nuts, second nuts. But he got Slayer to pay off 500 there with bottom pair. Garrett is on fire right now.
There's
He's on fire.
There's our feeder table, and then
Woo!
that's our
Look at that.
main table. And they do have a
Get this man another rack.
nit chip game going on. The last person standing with the yellow chip in front of him is going to be donating $40 to our Salute to Service July 8th
Nope.
tournament.
We got Zach going in with the ring.
Garrett's VPIP has got to be way up there. We'll probably get a report on that very shortly.
And it's going to be Gene and Boy.
Because the VPIP matters here.
And I had a feeling there.
You good for a minute?
I mean, when he put that
You can
40
handle this
bucks out
fucking
there,
madness?
I
Yeah, I got
don't
it.
know if he looked at his cards.
841 and 1. Huh?
It was just Annie, too, was going in there.
Yeah,
I was fucking
Miles
good.
now with
Oh.
5 of spades. Raises it up. Buddha makes the call.
Kyle, first time we get to see him here. New player occupying seat number 1. We got 7 ways here? That's what I like to see. 6 ways.
ways.
Jeff.
Jeff got out of the way.
Get Jeff to the knit table. Was Jeff getting 8 to 1 on
All
the
right.
ball? There when he
Who
folded?
is in
Get Jeff to the knit
one?
table.
I think it's Gene. Gene. Yeah, it is 841. 3. What's that dude's name? Cody? Not even close. With a K or an H?
Not quite sure what happened there.
Hey, Carrie, can you ask him if it's with a K or an H?
Still have 6 players in here. Looks like it might be heads up.
What was that?
Player's gonna get tricky here.
Yeah, back into the winning column there.
Yeah.
He put his rock on it. He's got the rock. Oh, yeah. He's got to put it in there.
Brian said 10s or J's. I don't get it.
I don't know, but we've got 6 players still with the yellow chip in front of them. That's the nit chip. Last person standing at this main table with the yellow chip is going to be donating $40.
There goes his beat, man. Oh, he is in his battle, probably counts.
Well, we just got a nice gift in here from Bailey.
I just went to grab it.
Oh, okay.
So-
Gotcha, Brian.
Some tamales here. Maria's tamales.
Appreciate that, Bailey.
Raise up from Miller time to $25.
Brian was trying to guess out Garrett's hand there. He said he had 10s or jacks.
Okay. And the rock is now in the pot. Miller time.
I think there's a can you smell what the rock is cooking joke in there somewhere.
And he's going to continue to bet this 75.
I don't know.
And somehow we can hear.
We need a Daniel filter. We need a Daniel filter.
But we're going to go heads up here. Kyle with an overcard.
There was an all-in and a call on the feeder
And a
table
gut
if
shot.
you guys are interested in knowing. There was an all-in and a call.
Now Kyle does hit a 10 of his ace-10. And a check from Miller time now. And if this is just the same kind of bet, may or may not get Miller time to fold.
Well,
I don't
Miller
think
time
it's-
did show show weakness here by checking on the turn.
He does make the call. He's in the lead now.
Yeah, with an open ender, tough to.
But an ace or a queen. And Miller Time has the check mark. Let's see what he does here.
All in.
Wow. And an all in from Kyle with just the 10. We wanted action. We're getting it.
Yeah, I'm trying to diagnose this one a little bit. If I'm in Miller Time's shoes, it makes it very unlikely since he's got a great call by Miller Time. I think when Kyle snapped all in there, like a snap all, like when someone snap all in like that, it's either the nuts or it's absolutely nothing. And with Miller Time having 2 queens in his hand, which blocks the nuts, I think that made a big part of his decision, because it made it so unlikely that Kyle had a nutted hand there.
Right.
Great call by Miller.
Very good call. There's our Summer Series kickoff.
We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, we've seen some people comment already. Really looking forward to the end of July, which starts out on Sunday, July 23rd. It's a $10,000 free roll. $2,000 guaranteed to first place. This is a 0 buy-in. 1 p.m. turn start time is Sunday. 20,000 starter stack. 20-minute level. $40 rebuys. Those will be at the table, I believe. $40 add-on at break. Kick off Summer Series. We'll have more information about the rest of the tournaments for that week, which leads up to a $100,000 guaranteed tournament.
There it is.
$100,000 main event.
Actually, we got the whole schedule up there right now.
That is the whole schedule.
So free roll on the 23rd. Right back on the 24th the next day with a $7,500 guaranteed double green chip bounty. That's a $165 buy-in. $50 bounties for every person you eliminate. July 25th.
You see the WLP team event?
Dual
Yeah,
tournament.
they have.
Team event.
Team event.
So cool.
First ever tournament ran in this format. We're trying something completely new here. Both players going to be playing in separate tournaments at the same time for this team event. Pretty awesome. Come check it out. 5K guarantee for that one. July 26th. That's a $500 freeze out. We've been running this for a few series now. It's super popular. 20K guarantee. You usually get at least 6 or 7 tables for that $500 freeze out there. And then, of course, the big main event over the weekend, $140 buy-in.
So mandatory bomb pot tonight. Kyle, low stacked here, is going to go all in.
How's it go?
He's got not much. But
I don't know if he even looked, honestly.
yeah, he might not have looked. But Josh there with a queen on each board. And over Miller Time also has a queen.
Josh.
But he's got king, queen.
All right. So
he's going to bet pot. This is a bomb pot. PLO format.
Miller Time has king.
So Miller Time
queen
bets the pot, which is 280.
I mean, it's not horrible. He does have top 2, but he's got no flush draw. He's got no back. I mean.
And Jeff is open-ended on the bottom. He's got a pair of kings with an ace on the top. He does have a flush draw on the top. He lets that go. Buddha with an insta-call because he's got pocket tens. He's,
Is the next game? What? When the players change out?
I probably sound
I'm
overly
sorry.
critical
I see that
of
there.
these bomb pods, but
Every time I delete a
most
player,
of these
it's
players are
a
fairly new to this, and
But
you almost
on the
have
bomb
to
pot,
play
if
like
they
a
win
mini
one,
in
it's
the
a thing
bomb
to chip
pods.
away.
like it's no knit Thursday, but during the bomb pots, the best way to play them is
Get
to
up
be a
and
knit.
the when it did shot. Yeah, we got to figure it out.
Aggression in the bomb pots can really sting you hard,
What if you can
particularly if all
in
your
between
betting
hands or
hard is
like
on
on
top.
Like,
kind of
don't
hand?
feel bad if you knit it up in a bomb pot and fold the third nut.
Like we still got a Nick game going now, right?
So Josh is considering this.
Well, Josh should have been folded before, like, before he bet, before he initially, like, or initially called Kyle's 36. He should have folded. And he's not listening. He's not listening. But this is like, I mean, Josh really literally has no business. He has a pair of queens, and that's it.
Like, I mean, because right now, it's awarded.
Probably a $2,000.
Where did everybody?
He's got some runner draws, I guess. I mean,
One weight. Yep.
the best way to look at the bomb pots is you want to be putting money in there if you have a good chance to win both boards.
Eddie doing a great job here getting these pots squared away. Got 2 all-ins right now. We're still going to have 2 players that can.
Hey, tell her to announce to the table that we're going to take a break at 8:50. We're going to take a break from 8:15 to 8:30. Hey, can you announce to the table after this hand that we're going to go on break at 8:15 and be back by 8:30?
Wide range of beers and bourbons, scotches, a private lounge, 24/7, 365 days a year, access with your own private humidified locker. Wide variety of premium cigars, great atmosphere, inviting atmosphere, friendly, welcoming staff. Got a public lounge that's got 2 70-inch TVs, and a private lounge has 3 65-inch TVs. Room for private business meetings or private events. And get a Toledo brand cigar for free if you mention the Reserve Pokemon when you go to the 3rd Street Cigar there in Waterville, Ohio.
Well, all the fucking dealers are watching this
Terry
series.
Hale, another dealer, he's watching.
Oh, from Hollywood.
What up, TD?
B word.
Patch came into play left because of
Brian says, is this going to be a weekly game? Yes, that is the plan. Yes, indeed. It looks like, I mean, we got 2 full tables tonight. Seems like a pretty popular thing so far, so hopefully we can keep going. And what a great turn card there for Buddha.
That was normally like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Buddha's gonna scoop. Buddha's gonna scoop.
I had a 4-card straight in my hand. You just have 2 pair on.
No. Just let them know that at 8:15 they're going on break and be back by 8:30. Yep.
2 pair on the top. So it looks like he's gonna scoop everything. Scoop it all. He's gonna take it out. Gooper.
Oh, boys.
Yep,
Thank you.
But I'm open ended both ways, top 2, and then turn the diamond draw. I just break red, so.
That's is that under the gun?
Yeah. Also, there are 2 players who are going to get belted here. Move over to the feeder table. And we're going to pick up 2 players from the feeder table. Those 2 players are going to inherit the yellow chip that's in front of them.
And like I give props to Josh for not knitting it up, but take this and use it as a learning opportunity for future bomb pots. Knit it up.
Yeah.
Knit it up. I mean, there's a lot of 2 pairs. I flop a lot of 2 pairs in bomb pots that I just fold immediately on the flop.
Oh, okay, you got it back. I got it on my way right
See 5 cards.
2 people's gonna inherit that sometime.
Yeah, we switch it up dealer-wise here. Kara is coming in. This is her 3rd time coming into the live stream room to deal. She did a great job. so far, and she's
This is the real
getting
kit.
better all the time.
This is a
Putting out these,
and you have to use
turn it on us.
The 5 cards, please.
I said it.
More so at the 5-5 game,
Yeah,
less at the 1-3.
I would not make that comment.
Was that
Somebody, said
ace of
something
clubs,
before, I didn't
of
like
clubs,
it.
ace 4 clubs.
They're both clubs.
Yep.
How do you keep them?
Keep
Yeah, Bob.
keep the ace. Keep those 2 cards across. Or
Ask
keep
Eddie is a busy guy.
You inherit $40.
maybe.
ace 4 of spades.
At least you
Ace
got
4
more
of
than that
spades.
one person like the other guy. Make you feel good about your chances.
Jim's about to come give you the ace 4 of spades. Yep.
We have a Jeff sighting.
Yeah, plus Big Slick Rick has a gut shot royal flush draw. Jeff has
This
now
could be
2
more
pair.
than a Jeff sighting.
Yeah,
Tyler.
What's up?
Did you one hand the whole night?
no.
Okay, the next time we have someone that's not reading, let's hit a system and hit test and
Jeff
see
got a check mark, but he did check first
Yeah.
to act.
what's
That's not
going on.
enough, Miles.
Hey, click on a name.
Call from Jeff, and he's going to take this down, and he's not going to have to pay the $40 this time. Gets
Still won
to
that
his,
five break
yellow
game.
chip.
Right, both have spades.
There you're at. Yeah,
He still won that pot pretty nitty.
5, 6 points for yourself.
Tim Yeager asks if anybody bested yet. Yes, Tim. We've had
Pretty much the whole table.
5, maybe
9
6
total.
players that have been felted, that have moved
Well, yeah, I would even
over
say,
to the feeder
I would think
table.
about 6 off the top.
Moved
You know,
at least one player for a low VPIP.
Nine total from the way. Yeah, I was
9.
gonna say I can
9
think of at least 6 off the top of my head.
Yeah, yeah. So, Tim, it's been really something to see here tonight. I want to thank everybody joining us. If you're just joining us like Tim is, this is our Thursday night 1-3 no nip game. And right now, speaking of
No net game plus Jeff.
plus Jeff, and everybody's got a yellow chip in front of them. And that is the rock coming out. That was in Jeff's hand, so he had to put that out as a mandatory straddle for $10. That's part of the no-nit game. Also part of the no-nit game, Tim, is this yellow chip that's in front of each player. And if you're the last person standing with the yellow chip, you are paying $40 as a donation into our Salute to Service game on July 8th.
Right. It's definitely been pushing the heck out of this Michelle. It's possible Masters. Slow down a little bit with this new launch, but not too crazy.
With the graphics caught up.
Yeah, the action drivers are still
We've
there.
got a pre-flop raise here. We've got a pre-flop raise here from Garrett, who is having an amazing night tonight so far. Garrett up over 3,000. This was a $500 buy-in. We get caught up. Now we've got.
There we go.
Yep.
We're back in the game.
Garrett continuation bet gets a full pull.
Garrett just hits the easy button.
Just hits the easy button. Yeah. Nicole Fox says hello, Miles. Miles had an amazing night Tuesday night. Continued to do pretty well so far tonight. Let's talk more about that summer series Wednesday night. Of that summer series will be the $20,000 freeze out, the $500 buy-in, 6 p.m. start, $40,000 starting stack, no re-entries. So this is a prize pool guarantee of $20,000 with a $500 buy-in. That's part of our summer series that starts that Sunday, leads up to a $100,000 tournament, $100,000
You keep
guarantee.
spelling Miles' name wrong too.
And Paige was asking for a check count. There you go.
If you're the last one with
There's the chip count.
No matchstick.
We giving every round?
And I like it. Look at all the chips we got on this
Oh.
table.
Go back.
With a $500 max buy-in.
Never mind.
No match.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I mean, you do that on purpose.
It's only 40 bucks.
It's only $40. It's only $5 if we don't do it in person, so it's like, let's donate it. Jeff gave it firm.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely.
Cool kids, we gave it 50. Yeah, cool
I
kids,
saw,
we donated 50.
Zach throw chips at me. This
You get to play, you gotta win.
Then you gotta win.
Yeah, you gotta win.
Okay, so
I
you
know
win it.
I'm winning.
You heard it here first, guys. Big Slick Rick
We're building a pot.
pulling the Babe Ruth and calling his shot. He said he's taking down the Veterans Tournament. Yeah, look up here.
We're rooting for you, man.
You heard it here first, guys. Big Slick Rick
So,
pulling the Babe Ruth
Then
and
calling
calling
his
his
shot.
shot.
he said he's taking down the Veterans Tournament.
Yeah, you heard it here.
Okay?
Miller
Miller
drive now
now
picks
picks
up that.
queen 10 of clubs that Garrett had, but he's going to let it go. Buddha raised it up. Now, Miles, let's see if he gets sticky with the 2-4 of hearts. He was hoping to see it flop with that. Buddha does
Go
use
if you
those
click
so
up
he
there,
can pull his
Fargo.
yellow chip in.
Played? Yeah.
I had 2 life cards. I had 2 under.
Is it 1-2 or 1-3?
That one-
Is that Patrick in the game?
What happened?
Is that Patrick or is that
Patrick's
fine?
I wish I could say that.
It's
Is
Patrick.
that what we have him listed as? Patrick's brother?
No, that's Thomas. Yeah, no. Who's the one that works
I
for
wish I
you?
could say that I
Patrick.
knew more than
There's
Patrick's
Patrick.
brother, but
You sure?
I got nothing for you.
So that's Patrick.
Big slow road
So the
guy.
VPIP applies to our main table here. And Zach and
I think
Jake
it is,
just
dude.
joined,
I'm almost positive.
the main table.
Almost positive
This is our feeder
sucks.
table.
I'm gonna go confirm this.
Slow road, you guys. That is Patrick.
It's a slow roll. He's not even on the list.
Oh,
That's what the Wiz said.
oh, it is. Okay. Huh. I saw Patrick earlier with his dealer shirt on, so I just assumed that was his brother. But I was wrong.
Well, I'm not sure if the tournament ever went.
It's Patrick. It's Patrick.
Yellow chip.
It's a stupid bullshit.
It's Patrick.
2 minutes late.
So now Miles gets rid of his yellow chip. And this is our chip count.
Where do you want it set?
And I believe we have 3 or 4
Thinking, I'm gonna call
players still with their yellow chip in front of them on this particular round. Garrett, of course, has just been very active tonight and very successful. Miller time having a good night as well.
Can't do it because he hasn't come in.
But Jeff's VPIP has dramatically improved, over 14% at one point.
Yes, sir.
It is Nitty Miller time to be away from the table, though.
Yeah. So now we got Gene in seat 1.
Big Slayer.
And we got Zach sitting now at seat 3. Kingslayer. Bailey raises up to 40 with King, Queen of Spades.
And I'm absolutely pulling for Gene tonight.
There's another Jeff sighting.
I don't know if you saw his shirt, but
Yeah,
I gotta get me one of those.
absolutely. And the rock is in the pot because the rock was put out as a mandatory straddle by Buddha. Whoever wins the rock is going to have to utilize it.
We had a Jeff sighting.
Yeah, I thought you gonna gamble. 4-9. I had 5
Trying to get my straddle, I see.
You say 4-9.
You gotta raise
free flop thing. You know, get him off that shit. Well, the worst part is you had 9-5.
I wish, yeah, you only took what I was leading. I wish we had.
I looked at it. It would have been tough.
Hey, good to see Mustache Joe winning one at the other game. He had a rough go at this table.
Yeah, so we really only have
two people there that haven't been in our main?
That haven't been in the main. Everybody at
three
this,
now, maybe, actually.
Yeah, seat 3,
4, and Patrick. Maybe Patrick. Maybe it's Patrick.
No.
Give her 2 for good luck. There you go.
Oh, you're looking at the other table.
There's Waldo. Got to do a Where's Patrick.
We're like 90% that it's Patrick.
Back to the main table here. Kingslayer into the gun. Got to raise it up to $12.
So in all technicalities, do you know who this guy is?
5.
No. Nope. In all technicalities, Jeff has 30 VPIP, Zach and Zach and Big Slick at 22 and 28, but Zach also just got that guy. I don't know how you're gonna. What seat's the button?
Miles now with ace 10. He's going to make the call.
7 on Big Slick.
Hey, tell him that Jeff is at risk.
Yep, and let Jeff know he's at risk.
Going to make the call.
Gotta win the bottom line.
Slayer, of course.
At least chop it. Make sure he
Participated
firefighted.
expected.
At least chop. Chop will get
Think
it.
of
Get
it
it.
like starting a new job, you know? You come to this main game, and sometimes you inherit a good position because the guy that left in front of you, he was really smart. He got promoted.
Yeah,
Sometimes you inherit a shit show because the guy in front of you got fired.
yeah.
You know, that's the way you got to look at
So
it.
you just inherit that yellow
Yeah,
chip when
you
you come
inherit
to the
that yellow
table.
chip because the guy before you was a dumbass.
So there are still 3 of those yellow chips left on the board.
Slayer with the best of it right now with the 7. Ace of hearts on the turn.
They check it around.
Could have
See if
been
Garrett can catch up. I mean,
8-7.
Gene can catch up, but nope. Slayer now with 2 pair.
He's
Best out 80.
on it. He's on.
Oh, and Garrett's going to try to make a move here, like we saw. There's so much.
Look at that smile.
Yeah,
But here we go again.
yeah,
It's a bluff, and he made it really small.
yeah.
We're at the same, you know, I mean, everything's adding up at this point. This guy is... Garrett made it so cheap here. Slayer's getting 6.5 to 1.
Yeah, nice call, Bailey.
I was worried someone had it.
Lose about 180 back.
And if Garrett made Bailey think that long about it for only 100 more, just think what he would have thought about if it was 400 more.
Okay, at 8:15, you guys are going on break.
Can find him at Walmart. All right, I know where I'm going.
Yeah, Marissa confirms that's Patrick, as the wizard did. Bob Kaminsky is asking.
I mean, I believed, like, after Jim told me that it was Patrick, but it was just funny to joke about it.
Yeah. Bob Kaminsky is asking, is the other table a must move or voluntary? So we are doing a mandatory bomb pot with every dealer change. We're keeping track of the VPIP as well. And so if you get felted, then you move to the feeder table and we pull the next person in line.
That's
from the
for
feeder table
who?
over to the
For
main.
Duke.
After an hour's of play, if you are the lowest,
Yeah. Yep.
to the feeder table, and we bring a player over from the feeder table to take your spot. And we've had
Make sure you put your button back.
9 instances so
Change your
far
gear.
tonight Almost all but 3 players that you see at the feeder table have been at the main table already. We've had that kind of revolving going on here so far tonight, Bob.
Yes.
So it's made it just very interesting. We're probably going to continue to see this kind of movement going on. Then Bob, Bo Huffman asked, what was the buy in the
What, you talking about their button, their nib button?
And when will you do the next one? So we.
Oh, are we starting over?
If they both split the bomb pot, do they take their nib button off?
No, you gotta win it.
Nope, gotta win it. Gotta win. Gotta win it. Gotta win.
I don't even want to count the bump. Are they the last 2 left?
So far, it's
Oh, there's 3 of them.
I mean, we couldn't have asked for anything more.
I don't know if
9 players. That was I would have taken the under in 2 hours. You know, right?
Yeah. There's been one of the quietest hands so far tonight. Wound up just being heads up between Garrett and Miller time. Miller time takes that down. I believe he had a ace. Nobody hit the diamonds or the straight or the jacks on that board. We have 3 players left with a yellow nit chip in front of them. The last person standing at that main table with the nit chip is donating $40 for our sweet service. Which is July 8th, Saturday, July 8th.
Row card in that deck at the main table.
We had a row card in that deck at the main table, so they were getting it switched out over there. Bob's giving us those mystery hands.
Yeah, Bob, the captain has definitely been here from the beginning, but he got felted, and he's now on the feeder table. I believe he might be the next one.
He's in the 9 seat.
He's in the 9 seat.
But we still have 3 players at that table. At least, I know the 3 and the 4 are probably going to be our next 2.
We have 2 of them that are not on the list to move. They just want to stay in the 1-3. Patrick being one of them.
Gotcha.
All right.
So we're going to pretend that Patrick doesn't exist. Take him out of the camera view. Because we just figured out that, guys, that was named Patrick all along. Everybody was wrong. Everybody had wrong information.
No, I'm just saying.
Right. First one.
Here we go.
Yep. Zach with in seat 3 with mild raise to 15 with pocket jacks, and now Buddha with kings is going to take it back up to 80 with a 3-bet. Slayer gets out of the way. Back over to Zach, he's got the jacks. And Garrett, because he can.
Well, yeah, when you got 3K in front of you.
Tell him we need to know. Let's see,
This could be big trouble for Jax.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
175 here from Buddha.
Buddha's going to bet it big from the start here.
250 grams?
No, Bo, this is a cash game. This is cash game, but you get felted. Then you have to move to the feeder table.
Let's try to tell him last hand.
Is the lowest.
What's that?
Last
You
hand.
have to move within a session. Lowest within a session.
Yeah, last hand.
Hey, Noah's watching. Noah's going to join me in the booth here Saturday night. Looking forward to that.
I believe Jim's going out there.
Ace comes out, slows everybody down. Third spade comes out. Another ace.
Second table is a great table.
The feeder table is not taking a break while we take a break.
Yeah, Buddha hated the first ace, but he loved the second one.
Correct.
I guess it was the ace of spades, so you might have thought, but once the second ace comes, you're not really worried about it that much, about your opponent having one.
Gotta wonder if Zach jams there, all in.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes it a tougher decision for, but it was just a $200 bet. So
They can't add back on, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that was was a pretty crazy run out.
Dom is watching. I wonder if he's watching from the bonfire.
I'd be a little tilted.
Dom's sitting around the bonfire, the campfire.
I mean, he's definitely not watching from the UP.
After
Look how fast footed.
Maybe.
Looks like
Maybe he's
they're
back.
fast footed.
I don't know. He
I think he was taking 2 trips. I don't know.
Where are you, Dom? And there's our BPIP right now. Garrett has been
Well,
very active.
you want me to
Had a
sleep some,
really
huh?
great night so far
Yeah.
tonight.
I'll tell you where Dom is. Always in our hearts. That's where he is.
Yeah. That's max value right there. So Garrett, Zach raises up with ace 6, and Garrett's going to make the call. Miller time. Suited ace 5.
Let him know that to stick around. So players in here.
Another good starting hand. Ace Jack. He's going to make the call.
Oh, he just took ball.
Gene hoping to get rid of that yellow chip in front of him. He's going to make the call with the 8-6 of clubs. So we got 5-handed going into this flop. Dom says he's live from the UP. And there's 2 clubs. I'm sorry, 2 spades for Miller time.
And that's a win to have cell phone service, Dom.
65.
65 on his flush draw.
Nobody else has an 8. Oh, Gene does have an 8.
He does have an 8.
But not a very good one.
And he would like to try to get rid of that yellow chip. A win is a win. He is ahead right now by virtue of his 8. But there's the spade. $100 bet there for Miller time. Quick fold from Gene.
Yeah, that made it pretty easy to get away from.
Yeah. And the button's going to move over now to Bailey. The King Killer, the King Slayer. This is our feeder table. It is full right now. And wow, there's a big pot brewing there. And that's all going to Josh. We saw Josh make a move there on that bomb pot that they had. Summer Series, $100,000 main event, $140 buy-in. Let's talk about max value right there. And look at this Thursday, 1A, 1B, Friday, 1C, 1D, Saturday, 1E, 1F. Those are the flights leading up to the day 2, Sunday, July 30th. Got a $1,000 double bag bonus. Top 10 for advance from each flight to day 2. Everyone who bags will receive $200.
And I was just thinking, we haven't seen Miles have aces tonight.
No, we saw him have them 3 times, 2 tonight?
Yeah.
Something like that. Slayer's going to call 50 with the ace 6.
Thank you. Let me say.
When you're playing these.
Miller time, spades again. And he had the rock in there on the mandatory straddle, so it's just 40 more for him to call, and he makes that call.
And 9-8 of hearts for Jeff, getting 5-1 on a call. Definitely not, guys. 9-8 suited, getting 5-1.
What's that?
Let's pick a better spot.
So I won the tournament here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll see you out there.
Yep, I'll be there.
What day you gonna play?
I'm playing.
Miles just hits that ace.
Casually flop stop set. The 1 out ace.
Casually.
I won they did the WSOP satellite gift.
And he's thinking, how do I play my set of aces today?
I booked it before I drove out.
How do I get to play this set of aces that I have? I'm sorry, he's saying, how do I play my flop set of aces today?
My wife was cool. She was like, just play. It didn't matter.
He's going to get Slayer to
It's a
come
lot
along.
easier now. She's like, yeah, go play poker.
Might even get him to raise, huh? Wow.
And he does.
And here is a man who has not watched a stream with Miles on it before.
You'll have to give me my number so you can keep updates.
For sure.
I'd like to know your
Well, if the graphics are correct, Miles has 299.
I know they
Yep.
want me to update them.
I mean, he only had 100 more, basically, give or
Yeah.
take. So
Goes all in a
it
quick
is
call
correct
Slayer.
for him to jam it in there.
I I was thinking about it originally, but
And
at this point,
that is it. That will do it.
That will do it.
It was 6 bucks.
Wow.
Ooh. Talking about a set of aces. Miles, what's the
Nice hand, man.
Thank you. Just kept getting better.
Big hand here for Miles.
Scared it off. 10 minutes.
And I don't believe that's going to felt Slayer.
Oh, no, no. I mean,
Certainly
Slayer,
put a big dent into his stack.
definitely a big dent, but also, I mean, this is a man who also just bluffed off $500 a little bit ago, too, and he's still got a good stack size,
Yeah.
you know? So... Interesting. There was a celebration from somewhere. Not really sure what that was.
I don't know.
So I mean, until I seen 4 clubs, and I'm like, please let me have these. Nice hand. Thank you. Good.
Scott gets a fold. Looks like he wanted to show a bluff there, but he decided not to.
I don't think I've won one yet, have I?
I don't really know. I just made that up.
Probably a good read. And now we switch up dealers. We got Paul coming back in.
Buddha's won every one.
And with the dealer replacement comes a bomb pot. These are mandatory bomb pots tonight. $10 a piece. Everybody gets 4 cards. It's going to be a double board bomb pot.
Oh, yeah, he won that one.
What's the bomb pot button?
Jammin' Jay is watching. What up, Jammin' Jay?
Yeah, Dom. Mr. Pepsi sitting in seat 1. Brevin's watching. Jamal's watching. Hey, buddy.
Jeff, you are at it.
Send me checking if I have jammed.
Yeah, Dom. There's 2 tables. It's fantastic.
I mean, I'm drawn to the nuts on both boards, so.
I wasn't strong enough to jam though.
Yeah, when you checked our house, like, sweet, unless I hit.
Garrett was over $3 grand at one point, but he's still hovering very close to that. He's really having a very good night. He, like we say, this is a
He was invincible. He was invincible tonight at one point, but he's shown a little bit of
Always that one guy.
vulnerability there.
A little bit of kink in the armor.
I appreciate it.
Double board bomb pot. There's our 2 boards. The top and the bottom.
And somebody just comes out firing pot.
Gene.
And it's Gene. And oh my. I mean, why do I just have to do this to people every hand?
Yeah.
And I like all these guys too. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But the problem for Gene here, guys, is what's my first lesson in bomb pots? You got to be able to win both boards. Can Gene ever win the top board? No. There's pretty much 0 scenarios where Gene's ever going to win the top board. The second bad part about this is Gene has his own outs. Since he has 4 clubs in his hand, he is taking away outs that he needs to make his hand.
Yeah. Zach now with the nut flush on the top with the hearts has gone all in.
Yeah, and I mean he kind of has to do this once we have a pot
That
size
starting
bet.
hand for Miller time. That's a shame.
Yeah. But a pot size bet and then a call, and Zach has the nuts on one board. He's got to put it in there.
Yep. So back over to the Slayer, who really only has.
Good action.
They should do a bomb pot tournament.
Bomb pot tournament.
Yeah, I mean the Slayer doesn't have anything either. Like all these guys are playing these bomb pots with straight garbage.
Bomb pot cash.
Yeah, they have it. It's sweet.
I think. Put me on the list.
Put me on the list.
Good fold there by the Slayer.
A bomb pot's better because there's no reason to raise pre-flop in Omaha. There's no hand that's worth pre-flop.
Yeah, when I was in Vegas,
And Gene does make it straight.
Oh, jeez.
You have pocket 5, Bailey?
No, I had a straight on aces on top.
I folded the queen.
Shot pot.
7 8, so he's got the nuts on top. Who's got the bottom? You got the nuts on the bottom.
Shot pot.
I had queen 7 of hearts. So I was like, damn.
Oh, I knew I
Get rid of their
No,
ball.
Gene, you have to. You would have had to sweep.
I
Yeah.
Both of them in order to
Yeah, pretty present.
turn in your yellow chip. Collected both of them. Have to get a ruling there on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that leaves.
And that is.
Where did the other one go? You don't lose. You don't use this for. You don't lose this for a bomb pot. You don't lose for a bomb pot. I know, but you don't. You gotta give them back to him.
They don't win them for the bomb pots?
No.
Miles?
We haven't been.
I did it last time.
Not when they shot.
We haven't been.
They both split the bomb pot. There's that.
I mean, I think if you scoop the bomb pot, then you should be able to give it away.
Yeah.
Gotta swoop it.
Gotta scoop it. He just said it.
Yep. Gotta scoop it in order to lose that.
Scoop it, you get it.
So we still have 3 players that have the yellow chip in front of them. That's the knit chip.
There ain't no way I'm calling.
And I'm glad that somebody caught that because I think the ruling would have been then that Paul would have actually had to pay the $40 as donation to the Salute to Service tournament.
Right.
So
this is our feeder table. This is a full table, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, that's pretty rough when the dealer ends up losing the knit game on a technicality. Did we get rid of Jeff?
I don't know.
Grade 45.
Yeah. So by virtue of VPIP, Jeff has moved over to the feeder table. We brought another player over from the feeder table.
2 hours later.
And that is that is Matt. And Matt's going to hit a 10. Big Slick.
Couple
Rick
of
is gonna
10s
hit
out
a
there.
10.
Somebody snap all in? What just happened?
Yeah, Big Slick Rick did.
Oh, okay. Does he have $311? Is that right?
I'm not sure.
I don't think. Maybe he does.
Gene's got a piece of it, but he's going to let it go. And Big Slick Rick has that yellow chip in front of him, so that's
Yeah.
incentive.
And Matt just got to this table very first hand.
Very first hand.
And it looks, I mean, I see the 11 out there, so I'm thinking that's got to be correct. The cards are covering up the rest of his stack, but yeah, that was a big ass overbet.
I expose my card.
Is he hoping to get a read from?
No, I think that's just for his own personal. Yeah, I guess he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he makes the call. He is
Roll the
behind
cards
right
over,
now.
Paul. Jack plays.
Jack plays. And Big Slick Rick, not only does he take this pot down, but he gets to turn in his yellow chip, which gives us 2 people remaining. In
Yeah, that's a double winner.
That is a double winner for him. And 1 hand for Matt.
So
Takes a big dent into his stack. Just the first hand here at the feeder table.
495. So what? 310. That'd be 185, 184. There was $184 in that pot. And then Big Slick Rick jammed for 311. I think he got a full 10-9 there. Top pair with no kicker. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
your best possible scenario would be like that he did that with Jack Queen. Like 2 overs and a gut shot. But that's wishful thinking, you know?
Right.
Like, everything else, you're just crushed. Most people aren't jamming a giant overbet there either with nothing. But Big Slick Rick,
You had ace in your hand?
Couldn't believe it when I saw it.
he has been known to be
Yeah, we're starting with the
big
bomb pot.
drinky.
Yeah. He has.
Not all the time.
We've seen some good bluffs here from Rick on these live streams.
Yeah, starting with the bot pot.
Good, don't start.
It's a bad habit.
You talking to me?
Saw him make a huge bluff.
Slayer's ahead here by virtue of his ace jack, but Gene puts a bet out,
Oh, you
and
watched
he
that
gets
one?
Yes,
Slayer
I
to
did.
fold.
Spectacular.
Gonna bet 50, and I don't see him getting any callers here. Back over to Miles, and sure enough,
There's out of the
Gene
bump
now
out.
gets to get rid of that yellow button. And seat 3 now will have to pay $40.
It's going for a good cause.
Going for a good cause. $40.
Hopefully to me. It'll get in there by the end of the night.
Going to our
Are we
salute
going on a
to
dinner break?
service.
Looks like we're going on a food
We
break
are
here.
going on a
quick
dinner break.
15-minute break.
Yes.
We can
I'm gonna
enjoy
go
our
ahead and,
lives a little
get
bit,
them
even
rolling.
though we have been nibbling and munching here. Not gonna
You
lie.
start dealing, Dan.
But we'll see you guys back in 15 minutes. It's
Yeah.
been awesome
Okay,
action.
keep it.
Hang around.
Hang
Awesome
around.
action.
Keep it.
Hey,
You got your button in the right spot.
yes, sir. I was lost as hell the first time you were trying to tell me that the button was in the wrong spot. And
Oh,
I was like, "What do you?" I was like, "No, the button's in the right spot." I was
we
like,
used to fuck me up all the time because we always did bomb pot on the dealer breaks. And then we did it every hour, but it would always fuck with you because, like, if you don't switch the shit back, you're screwed.
right.
Hey, go to delay, and it. You never
Right out there.
hit, did you never hit next hand on that last hand?
It wasn't sitting here when
You had to have been.
where's action? Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna have Zach move this.
Have Zach move his cards at C3.
Okay, good. Check. Should have bet of 50. Oh.
Do White's playing bot pots?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 they do.
To make the math easier.
Right. Yeah, just to make your job a little bit easier, Dan.
Tell them they only play if it's all in.
Did he call? I really fucking keep that thing.
It's yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks, sir. What's up? The 40? Um, could Jim? Yo, is that something metal on Gene's cards? One's cards?
Yeah, you can't have any metal objects. Hey, please send Jonathan to the control room.
I have headsets.
Send me Jonathan to the control room.
Hey Dan, can you let Gene know that he can't put that thing over his cards? I think it's messing up the rule.
This is from the last Nick.
The what?
The last Nick game. Okay, it was in the veterans. Okay.
Oh, 3
No.
or 7?
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Once you once we run at tournaments with it too, it's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, we did it in the 200K. What I really want to do is have 2 feature tables.
About to say that sounds expensive.
It is, but the whole thing is like you can run it right through that one setup there.
I know how much you love hearing about bad beat stories. That's what happened to me Wednesday with Freeze Out. This dude's playing like an absolute maniac. I looked down, I got about 40,000 to start. Blinds are at 5-1. Dude that's being the maniac raised to 3,000. Pat min clicks him to 6. I look down at Queens. I raise it up to 18,000.
Runs
500 and 1,000.
18x.
Well,
What did he make it to begin with?
He made it 3,000,
Okay.
and then Pat raised it to 6,000.
Okay.
So I 4-bet
Before bet to 18.
to 18. He calls with about the same stack that I have. Pat ends up folding. Flop comes 6, 7, 8. He checks to me. He checks to me. I jam. Thinks about it for about a minute and a half. They get in the tank. I'm like, oh. He finally calls. 5-4 off.
In the bottom end of the straight?
Yeah, but he called a 4-bet with 5-4 off.
No, I know that, but like, what was he thinking on calling?
And that's also another part.
Like, did he put you on 9-10?
I
Something?
But that's what my point is you called it 4-bet 18x of the big blinds, raise pre-flop, and then you tank when you have bottom end of the straight. It's like
I
what?
don't know if they're watching, but a 2-minute warning.
But I was just disgusted because this dude was playing like a maniac the whole time, and the reason why I bet so big is because I wanted him to fold because he was hitting everything. He was running like a god, but he was calling it like deuce 3, queen 6, like all these these shit hands, and then just smashing the shit out of the board. So I raised pretty big. At least I thought it was big because I was like, I do not want this dude in the hand. And I knew that Pat was pretty strong, like 3-bet min clicking him after everything that she's seen too. So I was like, I'm gonna try to isolate her. Ace King probably, maybe a smaller pocket pair. Blah blah blah. No, this dude calls and then Pat folds. I was like, well, that was the opposite of what I wanted. And then, again, knew he was a calling station. So I was like, when he checks me, I'm jamming. He's calling with a pair of 8s, possibly. I was just, what the fuck? Then I asked him after, I was like, so, I said, if I jam pre-flop and fold, though, he goes, oh, yeah, for sure. I said, okay.
No, as long as I had that view.
Right. Just shove 40 bigs pre-flop.
at it.
We are back at it. So somebody commented there was no sound while we were on a dinner break, but the dinner break is over for the main table here. Our main table of No Knit Thursday. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean,
I don't think we could have scripted it any better.
No, I know. And we wanted to have something there was a lot of action, and there's been a lot of action.
For sure.
And this is definitely delivered. I know a number of people are asking, are we going to do this again? We're just talking to Marissa about it. She believes, we're going to try to sustain this. We don't know if we can sustain this kind of every week. This is just so much action, but it's been a lot of fun. And on the bottom line, say it's going to be just as much action. Oh, yeah. So we got about an hour and a half left. Yeah, we're going to be here probably till 10:15, folks, 10:20, something like that.
It was nonstop for the first part of the show, and I don't expect anything less.
So for those of you just joining us, we have two tables here. We have a main table, and if you get felted or if your VPIP is the lowest after an hour, then you get moved back to the other table, and then we fill in a person that's next on the list for that seat. We've had at least 9 to 10 person turnover rate here.
I think we're at 10 now.
We're at 10 people that we've turned over, and so it's just been fantastic. This is a $500 buy-in.
Make sure people know it's 200 to 500. It's not just a 500. I don't want to scare anybody away.
It's a $200 to $500 buy-in, 200 minimum, $500 max buy-in. And now we're back in the action as we promised with the dealer change. We got a bomb pot.
Back with a bomber.
Everybody's in for $10. It's a bomb pot.
Hopefully everybody watched my comment
Double bomb pot. Everybody's got 4 cards in front of them.
Hopefully everybody watched my commentary about the bomb pots while they were
all you have them roll them because I don't. These cards in.
Buddha's taking a long look at this. He's going to check it over to Gene. And a bet of 50 with a call, and now a pot bet by Garrett.
Garrett has a set of 5s. And that's it.
Sure.
Absolutely nothing else on the other board.
Matt had just moved over here. Big hit.
Oh, he did it.
He tried to make a hero call against Big Slick Rick, and he was out-pipped by 1.
Slayer now. With queens and 3s, and he hits his 3 on the top board.
With a flush draw.
With a flush draw. Back over to Zach, who's in C3 with a mystery hand.
He just almost didn't show his cards.
We got tons
so he
of
did it
sets
last
up there.
second.
Matt's got the 6s.
There will be a side pot here because Matt was only in for his final $90 or so. Daniel gets the pot squared away. Still 2 people betting into that side pot.
All right, you got a bad card, so we need to know what Gene's
on the bottom. But he's all in.
So tell him if Gene folds, keep him to the
Slayer's
side.
all in too.
Hey, if Gene folds, keep him to the side, please.
And I believe quads just popped off. Rose.
So we got 6s up top for the main.
6 there. Garrett, Slayer.
Wow, what a sick run out there
Makes
for
the
Garrett
floods to
against
beat Garrett's set
Slayer.
of 5s on the top board.
Slayer makes the
Then
flush
he hits
to
the
beat
set of
Garrett's set of
3s on the
5s
bottom
on
and
the
scoop it
top
all.
board, and then he hits the set of 3s on the bottom to scoop it all.
No, he got the 6s on the bottom.
Well, against
yeah.
Garrett,
Side
to
pot.
scoop that whole side pot, he scooped. I mean, the side pot was $1,000 in itself, so. What?
Did not like when you said you had set. I know, but I thought you meant I'll have kings or
So Matt avoids getting felted here, so he will stay at the table. We will not have an open seat on this bomb pot, but we have seen him
Old G's
go
card.
through 10 players. So now Slayer, close to 2 grand. Buddha,
Put a
2
hand
grand.
over. Yeah.
Garrett was up
Board.
over 3 grand.
You don't know which one's that.
Now he's down below 2.
Man.
Now I'm confused here. I think Daniel said it was a set of 5s against a set of 3s. Unless the cards were misread out there.
No, it was chopped
Slayer
on the
should
side. They
have
both
that
had a
entire
set.
side pot.
They both had. What was that chop?
Step on the bottom and then.
The graphic that we saw showed
That bottom
Slayer
set
with
top.
queen 3 of spades for a flush on the.
They chopped the side.
So a set 1 on the bottom and a set 1 on the top.
Must have been a misread on our graphic there.
Yep. There's the V-pip, which is very important.
No one will be at risk at the 9 o'clock hour though, because
Garrett said if the spade would have hit.
Okay, nobody will be at risk at 9 o'clock because of the break.
I gotta
There's a set of 3s on the bottom, a set of 5s on the bottom, and I think it was just
Rock is in there.
needs at the top.
And
Not.
Miles
Well, when I was saying that,
puts that out as a
set.
mandatory $10 straddle.
Yeah,
So
because there's a set of 5s and set of 3s
So
on the
that
bottom.
is the side
That
table
was
right
five
there. We
seats.
now have, I believe, at least 1 seat open, possibly 2 for our feeder table. And a raise here from Miller time to $40 with his Dorothy suited.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they grabbed the 40 from last
He hasn't paid yet.
And where did
Did
they
you
go?
pay your 40 yet?
So they're discussing the yellow chip.
Is that your best
That
card?
is a pink chip.
I thought you were the last one.
No, I was like the first one to get rid of it.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you, that's why I said I thought you were.
No, it was Zach that had to pay in the last time.
Yeah, I
So
kept saying
those of
that.
you just joining us,
No,
the
I
yellow
was like, you were
chip now.
kidding.
Got a new round coming for that. Everybody's got a yellow chip in front of them. Last person standing with the yellow chip donates $40 to our Service to Service tournament.
Dorothy suited.
Dorothy suited hits the 3.
The worst queen out of the
You gotta
whole
see
bunch.
Who is it? Mine?
We're gonna pretend that Gene had queen 10 there too.
He shows and he has to show so he can get rid of that yellow chip. He's the first one in this round to get rid of his yellow chip. He can
so he almost didn't show his cover.
I was gonna ask what your kicker was, and I noticed you had a button on that.
Good note, good keeper.
Oh, almost didn't show his cards, which means he would not have been able to get
No.
rid of his yellow chip, but he did.
That'd be crazy if you said.
What was I raised to?
That's a straddle button, it's mandatory. If you have it, when you run the gun, you gotta.
Jeff Wilkie is watching. Hey, Jeff.
You hear my voice?
Shout out to you, buddy.
I was like, why'd you shut up?
That definitely was not 15 minutes. No, it had to be.
Brent, good running there for Miller time.
Because I set timer and everything.
And again, we've got some new viewers, and I just got to tell you, this has been a lot of fun so far tonight.
It was suited.
He's trying to justify the Queen 3, saying it was suited. Made a great. I always thought that would make a great bumper sticker, but they were suited.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now we're going to go three-handed into this flop. Gene, Slayer, and Zach. Seat 1, 2, and 3. Zach's going to hit the best of it with straight draw and a bottom pair.
Hey, can I get a color up? I need barrel and green.
Do you see any callers here? Never know with
You
Slayer,
can't-
though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You'd never count Slayer.
Yeah, you're right. He ain't gonna call. He's putting in the raise.
Never mind, they're doing it at the table.
That man is not afraid. He is not afraid.
Good call
Only
there,
bottom pair
Zach.
with an open ender here for Zach. So if he can't spike this straight on the turn, which he does not, he is not going to be loving life if Slayer fires out a big bet here.
You got nice collection.
$150 bet here from Slayer,
It's a fairly small bet.
but it might be big enough, like you said. Zach
Yep.
has more chips in front of him. He makes that call.
Yep.
But
And he shows
because he has to show in order to get
shows
rid of
his
his
pair
yellow
of
chip.
threes. He made a pair on the turn.
So
Yeah.
he said he got there.
Yeah, Brett, there's a lot of people saying they're going to they want to see
Shit, this is
more
just
of
what
this
was
game.
fixed.
Brent just said he would love to come back up on Thursday.
And what 1-2 players they were gonna have. That's what I was about to say.
I do believe that the chip count is messed up now because the computer thought that Slayer won that entire side pot. So I don't think Garrett's stack is correct.
No, you should ask me to do that for you last time.
Slayer with K9 is going to and a raise here from Garrett. We've seen this action from Garrett pretty much all night.
Buddha's played fairly solid tonight. Hasn't got too crazy.
No, he really hasn't. And he's just having a great time. I mean, folks, they're
As
just having-
always.
Yeah.
Banger for Gene.
Yeah. Continuation bet here from Garrett. And just a call here from Gene. He's way, way ahead. Continues to be, he's got the check mark now, but he's going to check it. And he's just going to let Garrett bet.
12.
Is now the time to raise?
Well, with that other, he does raise, and he does get Garrett to fold. But yeah, heart comes out, another heart comes out. You don't want anybody sticking around.
Well,
And Gene gets to get rid of his yellow button. Or
I don't think he's, I mean, that's not something to really be that worried about. The thing about it is when you're like setting a trap like that, a lot of times it's better to raise on the turn in case your opponent still has some sort of hand that could come along. Because if you just flat call again on the river, or if you just flat call on the turn, then your options on the river are either check and hope your opponent bluffs again or fires into you again, or now you lead out and now it kind of looks suspicious, like, well, why are you now leading out? Because now you want to make sure you're getting paid off with something. So that's why I think a lot of, if you listen to like a lot of the cash game pros or teachers, you know, they say like raising on the turn if you're trying to set a trap is a little bit better than trying to get it to the river and kind of like run the trap all three streets.
So we got a $10 button straddle here. Call until we get over to Garrett, who's going to raise it up. He's going to raise it 30 now with the 10-9 offsuit. Matt comes along with ace-deuce offsuit. Big slick Rick is in the hand. But Miles got out of there after being the button straddler.
I like it. Big old pot.
Big pot.
8 ways. 7 ways. 7 ways.
Gene with the mystery hand.
Out there, yeah.
A couple of mystery hands out there.
Yeah. Zach's going to bet that 6. Miller time with the mystery hand calls.
And look at this pot just building up, building and building and building.
Open-ended for Big Slick Rick here.
And now Buddha, who has the best hand at this very moment, might be tempted to fold.
That's a sign. Somebody says like that.
Yeah, that's a sign. When somebody says like that, that means they're gonna
then when
fold.
you hear somebody saying fold in the background, that's like another sign.
And then when you hear somebody saying fold in the background, that's like another sign.
Yeah, with that feeder table, we're getting a lot of background noise.
That was perfect.
Unrelated to this, Gene with the mystery hand looks like he's going to fold as well.
460 in the pot.
And now we're going to be four-handed here going into the turn.
460 in the
Rick
pot.
with a big hitter. Garrett makes
Big Slick Rick with a big hitter.
Big hitter there.
And Garrett makes 2 pair. He is not going to be happy about
Jackson
that.
maybe trying to set some sort of trap. Don't even know what Miller time has.
Checks it. Maybe trying to set some sort of trap. We don't even know what Miller time has. Big Slick Rick immediately moves all in after after Miller time bets 150.
No.
Wow. And now, what is Garrett going to do? Wow. 2 pair just shrunk up real quick.
Real quick, yeah.
On that Slick Rick. Fuck. What did you have?
We still got 3 players in the hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Careful there,
Yeah.
Big Slick.
What up, Eddie?
We really don't know what Miller time has. He obviously hasn't made his straight.
Yeah, so Big Slick Rick with the Stone Cold Nuts.
Oh, we're not doing it because of the break.
To, talk Garrett into a call there, which is extremely...
But if they're curious, Big Slick is the lowest. Actually, Zach. Zach is the lowest.
Miller time might also have 2 pair, but
yeah,
he's going to let that
wouldn't
go.
be surprised.
And Big Slick
Bomb pop buttons on Miller time?
got to show the king queen in order for him to get rid of that yellow chip.
Everybody's being real silent. Like he's not showing. I don't know. I have a feeling.
No tips for rest of the night.
I'm like, over here just waiting. I had Jack 8.
What happened?
I don't know if Daniel reminded him.
Something. I think something happened.
Something happened.
Which is really bad etiquette.
Where are we at? Like,
That's the only reason he wouldn't show it right now. No, he would have showed the bluff. I knew when he didn't show, he had it.
he almost didn't show for the Nick game, and then he's like, it got so quiet, I knew something was up, and it showed.
Yeah, he almost didn't show and almost couldn't get rid of his yellow chip.
Everyone was too quiet. He said, I knew something was up because everything was so quiet.
Because it was so quiet.
Ah, gotcha.
Now that's being interfered.
Even I picked up on it. I was like, everybody's dead silent at the table right now. I have a feeling there's a chance he's not going to show his cards. And Big Slick Rick said everyone is too quiet. It made me realize that something was going on.
Yeah. Slayer now with queens is going to raise up to 60 after a raise from Miles to 15. And Miles is not going to call this. So we've had a couple of mystery hands here from Gene. And we're going to see a mystery hand here again. Queens versus Gene.
Check in the dark.
Check, check.
One check.
Yeah.
Another bad card for Slayer, but a check from Gene.
Did you have
Yeah,
Big
I
Slick
mean-
put his card in
The
the
way he's looking down at that hand, I'm thinking, oh no, I thought he was going to look and fold.
Yeah, I had the same feeling that you did there, but we both could be way off. Nope, we were both absolutely right.
I don't know which one they are.
But Gene's going to follow that up with a $10 button scramble. This is our feeder table here.
They didn't get mine?
The Thinker is stacking them up.
Josh, the Thinker, stacking up some big stacks here.
And seat one, that's Ryan, right? Ryan in seat one. I believe he was our very first player eliminated tonight off the main table. It looks like he's doing pretty well over there in the feeder game, so you love to see it. Also the Thinker.
You mean seat 10?
Seat 10. Well, I think
Seat 1 is empty right now, I believe.
Oh, I said seat 1. Yeah, I meant seat 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had the rock, or just a regular $10 straddle, and Matt ripped it all in for 160 with 7-6 of diamonds, it looks like. He said, let's try to get rid of this button.
One fold.
Slayer's going to make the call.
Slayer said, Robbie Lou is my hero.
Three folds.
Perfect hand. Perfect hand.
And Slayer and Matt, they looked at each other and they both smiled and laughed like they absolutely had nothing.
Yeah.
Just straight dog.
I folded 4. Oh no. I got the beats vibrating, you know?
I did not have Big Slick Rick's card, so he's, yep.
Or my 5.
Slayer's still in the lead. Well,
5
he's
for
got
a
4
sweat.
now.
Oh, that's a gutter ball.
Hey,
And yeah, that was a great time to go to the other table, wasn't it?
Big Slick and Miles should be chucked.
Well, a deuce came on the river. And Slayer won that pot with a pair of 4s.
Yeah.
So Matt's going to get belted here, and we're going to get a player over from the feeder table. There's still a yellow chip there.
If I call there, Bailey, we're shopping.
I know what you're saying.
Hey,
Did you turn that up? Your audio? Did you turn that down to talk to them or something? Yeah, you can't turn it up.
10 to go.
Wait, you couldn't hear anything.
Walked in or something.
Yeah, just like that.
They told you had a seat over. Yeah, I already got a hold.
That I'm not a knit.
One raise and 65.
Wow.
Nobody thinks you're a knit. Worry about
That's
Yeah, nobody thinks the Slayer is a nit, that's for sure.
65.
Actually, Slayer's feet is probably close to the top or somewhere near there.
even if it's not, I mean,
He's great for the game.
He's tried to make the most bluffs. He's bet in tons of hands.
Yeah.
Like, he gets in there with absolute air.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
And he's always got a smile on his face, win or lose. Love having the Slayer there at the table. Brent says he's getting motion sickness from going back and forth to the two tables.
Are you dealing him in Eddie, or? Yeah, he's got a thing, so he's got to get dealt with.
There's another player here though. That he goes by Slay.
Cool.
All the way Slay.
I think Buddha just made that up. I have no clue who
You-
he's talking
I
about.
don't know what he's talking about, but and Bob Enright looks looks like he's taken.
Gotcha.
No. Mustache.
No, that's Ryan. Oh, you're talking about
Joe.
this pot right here?
Yeah, just
Looks
this
like
pot.
Ryan's moving over to the main game.
Ryan is moving over to the main game.
Back to where he started.
Kingslayer, did you get that off
You
the
could either use a color up or another rack
She
there.
earned it off the 2-5 table.
I think there's a character on Game of Thrones called the Kingslayer.
Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, because he killed his dad.
Also, wildly
Also wildly inaccurate there, Buddha. Wildly inaccurate.
Slayer's going to 3-bet this with the King 10 offsuit to 35. Garrett's going to come along. Miles, who did the first raise, is also going to come along. So we're 3-handed. Miles is the only one of these three that still has a yellow chip in front of him.
Not for long.
Miles is going to boom. Ba-boom. Hit 2 pair. They're going to chuck it around.
You know,
Well,
some people
there
check
goes
2
the
pair
yellow
there
chip for
and a 10
Miles.
spades
You know,
comes on the turn. But then
Some
Yeah.
people check 2
some
pair
people
there
like
and a
Miles
10 of
check
spades
2
comes
pair
on the
there
turn.
and make top both.
But then
Yeah,
some people like Miles check
Like
2 pair
Miles.
there and make top boat.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Garrett is a man with a plan.
He is.
It's not a good one by any means.
Not on this hand, it's not. Unless he's going to try to bluff the spades.
All right, I lied. He had absolutely no plan for this hand. This is not the time to do it. Pick a different a customer. Pick a different customer. Yeah, you know better than that.
Straddle.
What do you got over there? He says.
This is a no-knit game, Eddie.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying with not
I was
straddle.
trying to call him with king high. You
It's.
sicko.
Oh,
This-
I told you I was gonna get you back quick.
Oh, yeah.
And Buddha called it out. That's disrespectful. And I mean, I kind of got to agree.
Yeah.
Then,
Can I get one?
Let's start with 1259. 626 started with 1259.
That surprises me. I mean, Garrett's played with Miles enough. When have you ever seen Miles just pull off a random bluff? I mean, I don't know. I guess
I
a
don't
couple
know.
of times I've seen him
Maybe.
try to buy some, but like, I don't know. That was a stretch. That was a stretch.
And the rock is in Garrett's hand, so he's put a mandatory straddle out there on the button. And Big Slick's going to try to stay in this hand with the King 6 offsuit. We'll see if there's a raise. And Gene is going to raise it up to 20. Here comes another raise, I think.
And King Slayer says, "What is that little mid-raise bull?"
Right.
Let's do this.
Yep, raise it up to 60. Zach now. Zach's been pretty quiet.
Zach can't get rid of that nip button. Ever since he came to this seat.
Yeah. Well, 4
King light 'em,
Very
yeah.
impressive. 3 of the kings are already gone there.
Oh, yeah. Check this out, Jim.
And there's
Wow.
the king.
The Case King.
Yeah. This could get
Made it.
Slick Rick in trouble. Gene hits an 8, but King Slayer
Well,
10, 20, 40.
gonna bet
80.
75.
No, it's in multiples. Come on, Eddie.
Now makes the call.
Actually, they haven't even dealt the card.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Gene says
10,
why not?
20,
So much
30,
money
40.
It's
in
supposed to be 10,
Maybe
10
I can
20,
get,
30,
six
40.
spades
You
on
can't.
the turn.
It's not. It doesn't double. It's in multiples of 10. This is a 1-3 game.
And look at that card, ladies and gentlemen. 2 pair for Gene. King Jack, top pair for Garrett. King 10, top pair for Slayer. Now, Big Slick Rick with his top pair picks up a flush draw and a straight draw.
And he bets 300.
And Gene is like, what is going on here? I still got 2 players to act behind me. I made my 2 pair. I think you gotta go, Gene. I think this is too good of a hand to fold.
All in.
Yep.
You're right.
With the amount of money that was already out there.
So that looks to be about 455. 454.
Yep, you're right.
Slayer now.
What? Like, look at those forehands.
Tough decision, and always the smile.
What? Like, look at those 4 hands and just look at that board. What a board. And the 2 kings just fold easily.
454 total.
Who said that he's way behind? Big Slick? Think so.
You had me get out kicked by 1. He's at King 8, 8, 7.
Are they doing at half hour?
Yeah.
Or,
The bomb pot.
no, I'm saying, is someone gonna get it? What's up, buddy?
No, 10 o'clock.
Garrett's feeling a little sick right now.
Yes, he is.
20, 30, 40. I'm ready to go.
Gene.
We have a 50.
Yeah.
I am
Huge spot there for Gene.
ready to go.
This is our feeder table, folks. Looks like we just have 1 seat open. No, I'm sorry, 2 seats open here.
Oh, no, I was definitely not all 300. I was going to go all in 800.
And again, if you are at the main table and you get felted,
$154.
go over to the feeder table.
Free flop.
The yellow
We need
buttons there
people
next to
cards,
their
too.
names are the 2 people remaining
Down to 2.
in this knit chip. The last person standing pays a mandatory $40, and that's going to the salute.
There must be something with Miller
gathering
Times.
on July
Reader.
8th.
Yeah, it's true. I was wondering about that.
If you got anything weird,
Change, so we've got a bomb pot, mandatory bomb pots tonight in the No Knit Thursday.
Hey Eddie, does 5 have anything like metal or weird sitting by the
Get rid of that
chip or the
bomb
card reader?
pot.
Okay. All right.
If you
tell him to keep those cards. Just tell him to have.
Don't.
No, his has been messing up quite a bit.
It
So
looks like I see 3 yellow chips out there.
oh yeah,
Miller
because,
Time, Ryan, and is that
keep his cards at the end of this, please.
Tyler?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, there's 4 out
Why
there.
am I drawing a blank on seat 3?
That Jack Club doesn't move reading.
It'll come
It's
on
like the
board here
third
in a second.
here. This is like the 3rd time I've had Jack Clubs not read. Who's all in?
Double board bomb pot. Starting the hand with $90 in the pot.
Are you gonna hold that Jack of Clubs too?
Miles has a
Thank you, sir.
Tell him.
pair on each. He has 2 pair on the top.
And then we're gonna test Miller's cards.
And a pair of these on the bottom. And he's going to bet out 40.
Slayers.
Buddha with his
2.
open-ended gets
We're
out of there.
testing 2s too. Slayers for one.
Gene
Yeah.
comes along.
All in.
And an all-in from Zach.
Look, Zach.
He's got
Spots a bit massive. Right? 1-3 game.
9s and 3s.
Right.
Got 2 pair on the bottom.
It's great. It's been like
As we can see, the craziness of
what,
bomb pots.
9,
Jack put all his
10,
money in
more,
at
maybe more,
30%
$1,000 plus pots.
when you had all the rest of those hands.
Yeah.
At least 8.
Big Slick Rick, I want to give mad props to Big Slick Rick. He checked.
Yeah.
most people would say, well, I have a flush on one board and I have top 2 on the other. But as we can see, his flush is no good.
Excited.
Now, I can't blame him for calling here. I don't think it's a bad call by any means.
Right.
He still has top 2 and he can make a boat on one.
Oh, yeah, okay. What were they?
But 9, 10 of diamonds,
Jack 8.
he's drawing dead. He's drawing dead.
Jack 8 of what?
Jack of hearts, 8 of diamonds.
Okay, we're gonna test him on the board though.
Alright, and we're gonna test him on the board. Second.
System.
But I don't know what good it would do him.
Yes.
That's the other thing here. Like,
Yep.
the fact
Pull
that
one-
Miles even started
Pull
all
one
this,
off.
Yeah.
Miles can't. I mean,
Okay, so it's,
Miles, well,
what
Miles
is that?
has
8 of diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can
Hearts,
make a
right?
boat,
Diamonds.
but he doesn't have any main
Oh, it's
hands
that.
right now.
You know, he does have the flush draw on the bottom and 2 pairs
Well,
on the top.
Slayers.
Gene's got the.
Well, Jim's coming out. Jim's coming out.
What a turn card for Gene. Gene takes the lead on the bottom board now with ace 9, top 2.
Every half hour. And then they have
What a turn card there for Gene. And Miles got to be liking it as well. He now thinks, hey, I got ace 8 and a flush draw.
There's no raise free
Oh, yeah.
There's no reason.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
There's no hand that's so good. Even aces go up too.
Miles,
It's fucking belch.
Put it in there, Gene.
Omaha is very close to the best hand.
You gave me that same.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Wow.
Did you test those?
Yes.
All 4.
Or
Wow.
It's nice to be like double suited.
Yeah, whenever we swap a card out, we gotta tell them put it in the board. Keep the test happening after the 3.
Bob Kaminsky asked if the captain's the only one that didn't make it to the main table. The captain started at the main table. And
Tried to help you out.
probably the next one to be pulled over
Tried to narrow it down.
back to the main table.
Figure that out after. Figure it out after.
Ask Eddie who's following him.
who's following you, Eddie? Here.
Okay, tell him he's gonna do the bomb pot.
Yep, you're doing the bomb pot. You already know.
Lay them all down.
You have had some long bomb pots. Yeah.
Man.
Scott, next is Scott. Scott's gone.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he left some blues. Maybe he's.
So Zach is going to get belted. We will see a player coming over from the feeder
Hey,
table.
did Scott leave?
But this is going to be a chop between Big Slick Rick.
A $2,000 pot. A $2,000 pot there, and Gene would have scooped that whole thing.
And speak of the devil,
Good call, man. That's a tough call with only 2
Mr.
pairs.
Enright coming back to the main table.
I'm still chopping.
Doesn't matter. You can only have 2 in your hand.
Oh, man. Did you hear that?
What do you say?
Big Slick Rick was worried that another diamond was going to come.
Are those just nicotine? Nicotine.
Just with nicotine.
Garrett explained to him that you have to use 2 in your hand.
Done staying the teeth is bad.
What flavor? I like the pizza.
Really?
Jonathan is counting up Bob Enright's chips so that when he comes to the main table, plus Enright's going to load up to 500.
Make cigarettes with.
And
I never taste cigarettes.
the yellow chip there is not correct. I believe there are still
After that, cool mint, peppermint. 10:30 pretty sure.
Yeah.
I believe there are still 4
10:30.
yellow buttons.
10:30.
Yellow chips left.
But yeah, I saw that.
If I don't bet that, you win. If I don't pot that there, you win.
No, if you made 100.
But then over here it's gone.
But 2 pairs.
fine.
Don't feel too good.
Especially with 3 diamonds on the bottom. Who gets tough
Well, I guess that flush draw, but it was
Red Ted said, "What happened
just
to
colored
Gary's
up.
stack?"
He has
It is still mostly intact.
I didn't look at my card.
The computer misread one of the hands, so it awarded the entire side pot to a different player. So it now looks on the
Garrett's
tip
got-
count screen when it pops up that Garrett has less than he
16,
has.
17, 18.
But,
Garrett's got like
I wanna say
1900.
he's probably somewhere around 2,500 still.
I wonder what because it said that Slayer won that
Maybe
side
a little bit less than that.
Bob sits down and he inherits a yellow chip.
instead of gaining 500 on
And
the old.
Overtime still has a yellow chip. Ryan sat down, inherited the yellow chip that's there, and I believe
It
Buddha
won
has a
like
yellow
300 apiece that it showed.
So Ryan is going to make a call with ace.
And Gene
Slayers.
maybe a little bit frustrated here from that last hand because
Yeah.
King Queen offsuit is not a hand you would normally see him raise.
He's only
Not
got
that
about
it's a
8.
bad hand by any means, but
Okay.
for his style of play,
So 1,000 comes off a Slayer. That's what it is.
Ryan's going to put the pressure on here with a 3-bet of 275.
Like the 10-25 bet.
Back over to Gene. Now to Miller time.
Actually, it's about 900 comes off a Slayer.
Also gets
So
out of the way. And Ryan's able to get rid of that yellow chip. He will not be the one to pay the $40 that goes to Salute to Service tournament.
Just pull him in normal, Eddie. I mean, I figured the glasses. Yeah, no slow.
I told you I was gonna be that
Damn,
guy.
you already.
I'm that guy. I won the first hand and did the same thing. So.
I mean, I was just like, I almost did it.
I don't think you showed.
You should have had it. Then you're like, I almost
Uh-oh.
had it.
Uh-oh.
He pushed his in against me, and I was like, I ain't taking that until I see you.
No?
Are you sure about this? I tried.
The second really stupid thing about like 20 minutes.
well, I've seen it almost happen a bunch of times, but that's the first time I've seen it actually happen. Ryan forgot to show his cards. He forgot to get rid of his knit button. He has to show his hand. He threw it face down. So he's got to keep that button. He didn't show.
Chops is watching. Hey, Chops, how you doing, buddy?
15.
Look at this. $15.
Since this, you want to do it on the neck
Snap
game?
call with 9-7.
9-4 is the hand of the night.
Snap call with
Yes.
6-4.
No question. All right. So the last
Why
one.
not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Can't
Miles
come back
now.
here, nobody.
May as well with the King 3.
No. We keep going.
Ryan's got the mystery hand, but we're going to go 6-handed into this.
I love it. It keeps going. It keeps going. Yeah, keep going.
Slick Rick's going to hit the best.
And then we're doing a bomb pot right here,
I
right?
mean, we got an hour.
Yeah. If she's in there. Yeah, go ahead and do the bomb pot. On the net. No, is she not in there yet? No. Time to deal one hand and then the bomb. Deal one hand and then bomb.
Put things up here with a raise.
Alrighty.
Continue to, although he did have 4 with his 9-4 of hearts. And we're going to go 3 ways now to the turn.
Scary card for everybody.
Yeah.
And checked around. Big Slick Rick makes a straight
He ignores the 4 diamonds and
and
puts a bet out
says,
there.
yeah, he says, I don't care
Yeah.
about those 4 diamonds out there. He said, I don't care about those 4 diamonds out
Nope.
there. They got to use 2 in their hand.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'll go 80. 45? It'll be 30. Oh, yeah, here we go.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it going up. Straddle train's going up.
So he's making 20, he makes it 40 of the name. You make it 30. You could make it 30, you could make it 60. Go like that way. Or I got an $80.
Doing what they wanted.
We got an $80 straddle. Let's go. Straddle train going up.
Anthony, I believe the stream's going to go till 10:15 tonight. We got about 45 minutes left of the stream. with this many cash
We're actually
players
gonna run the stream till
in
10:30,
one
so
room, I imagine
10:45
this
your
may
time.
continue to go on way past 10:15. Okay, so clarification, because we got a little bit of a late start, we are going to go to 10:45. Extend it by 30 minutes. This has just been a lot of fun here tonight. Yeah, Chop Smiles is actually did pretty well early on.
I just heard from one of the Michigan players that there's a misconception that we are only a live stream.
Huh.
Well, I'm gonna give this one a second here. What's going on?
I don't care about that.
There was a straddle.
First one I looked at was what you.
At first, Eddie said 80. I don't know if somebody backed out of their 80, and we only ended up with 40. Buddha raised it up to like 1 something with 5, and then Gene just ripped his whole stack in for 1,200 with Ace King.
So this is a very special night here at the Reserve Poker Club, Toledo, Ohio, 5105 Glendale. We have tournaments 7 nights of the week. We also have this live stream room that we have live streams currently Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. This is the first time we've tried the No Knit Thursday, and it's been a great success. Having a lot of fun, a lot of action. There's certain parameters around this. But if you want to be a part of one of our live stream nights, Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays, please let us know. This Tuesday coming up, we've got our old friend Terry Schaefer coming up from Florida. It's going to be Terry Schaefer night. That'll be a 2-5 game here in the live stream with a feeder table of 1-3 in the main
The
room.
chopping block is Big Slick.
And if you want to go online,
No, not till 10 o'clock. And no, not till 10. That's what I guess you. Yeah, no.
Schedule is. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Nope, at 10 o'clock.
But we've got also a big.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Nope, never mind. We're doing it now. Doing it now. Then we do 9:30 and 10:30.
The wizard just told me a minute ago in my ear that somebody
He's out of it.
somebody from Michigan messaged him and said
Shot,
that
yep. He just got
they were
shot.
under the impression that we were only a live stream room, that we only ran these cash games concurrent with the live stream, and that is not true at all. We actually
I already changed
have
it,
multiple days that
but it's I
run
don't know how to
cash
change
games that
the
are
clock.
not on stream. At definitely every Monday and Friday.
Who we on?
But more so, I mean, that is, that's our goal. I mean, we want to be running as many cash games as possible. We encourage, it's just, for some reason, we haven't been able to convince the majority of the cash game player group how much better they're off playing in a no-rake structure.
So look at the size of this pot now. 5-handed.
Yep, you got it.
All in from Miller time with 2 pair.
Bottom 2, yeah,
No.
on a wet board.
549.
All in for 549, and now
Then you heard an all in from Daniel.
on the other table. Ryan with top pair and a gut shot. No, he doesn't have the gut shot, excuse me. Just top pair with a 10 kicker.
Not a very good spot.
Bob Kaminsky asks if you can have a phone at the filler table. When we come here to the live stream table, you need to put your phones up on the shelf as well as your smartwatches. Pretty sure we have everybody keep their phones on the shelf, whether they're on the feeder table or the main table. Big decision here for Ryan because it's a big pot. Started out over $700 pre-flop in the pot. Gene with a gut shot lets it go. Slayer, the mystery hand, lets it go. And, Garrett not going to make this call. So he shows because he has to, because he gets rid of his yellow chip. That's the knit chip. And he's going to take that down. So a really big pot here for Miller time. Great timing.
Picking up 600 there uncontested.
We're having another seed, Jim.
What is going on?
So if you're just joining us, this is a Thursday night no knit game. If you get felted, or at the end of an hour, if you are the low VPIP, you get moved over to the feeder table. We bring a player from the feeder table over to the main table. Also, there's a yellow chip that's a knit chip. And right now, I believe we have 2 or 3 of these left on the little table. And the last person standing with the yellow chip puts in $40. Instead of going to the other players, that $40 goes to our big Salute to Service tournament that we're having on July 8th. $10,000 free roll guarantee for current and retired service members, men and women. And taking donations. We're well over $5,000 already in donations for that $10,000 guaranteed prize.
Edge just out here throwing some bomb pots together. Oh shit.
And this is our feeder table. Looks like we lost, might have lost Scott, unless he's going to get more chips. He was in seat 5 there. We've had 11 players rotate from the main table over to the feeder table. We've had a couple of those players.
Can you see what 2 sat down for?
Ryan and Enright are 2 of the players that have returned.
Pull out Rick.
After starting the night there, but going over to the feeder
Scott for 500.
And let's get back to some action here with Eddie at the helm.
2 looks like 5. Just put him in for 5 right now.
We are also doing mandatory bomb pods here at the dealer change. Should be coming up on a dealer change here pretty soon. And now we've got 8 limpers.
Who was the one folder?
15.
Let's point him out and laugh at him.
And a quick all in from Mr. Enright.
Snap all in with ace 8.
Now Big Slick with the flush draw. Captain Bob Enright, all in for 440. Only started with an $80 pot pre-flop.
Yeah.
459.
What's longer until bump
Did they bring over the 100 for Scott? See.
Take note, viewers. It is in
Scott
bad
get his
taste
100
to ask during
there?
the middle of a hand how long until the next bomb pot.
C. Okay. All right. No.
Strings running until 10:30.
11. 10.
10,
So we got started.
10:30. Stream is running till 10:30, which would be 10:45 our time.
I don't know. When I got called up in the afternoon, I got told 10. that was part of like the, you know.
So you're only contractually
I mean,
obligated to be here
if
till
he
10.
told me 11, it would probably would have had a bit of an effect on my decision.
And he gets everybody to fold here.
I had the same hands. Good bad.
I had Jack nine suite.
I like that play from, Edward, so I had the
That's not
same.
the only thing he's did.
I like that play from Buddha there to say I had the same hand, which got, of course, he did have to show. He had to show his ace-8. He had to show that so he'd get rid of his yellow button, yellow nit chip. And there is the rock as well, folks. The rock is in play right now. That's a $10 mandatory straddle. If you have the rock and you're on the button or you're under the gun, you have to straddle, and it looks like
Slayer called in the dark.
Slayer called in the dark. And Mr. Enright on the big blind now. Action's on him.
I mean, we had a couple big pots happen, a couple hands burned. I didn't get to talk too much about, you know, the cash game versus the club setting versus the casino. But anybody out there that's listening, and next time you play at a casino, I just challenge you to take 20 minutes or half an hour and sit there and watch the dealer and watch how much money comes off the table. That's one big thing that poker players don't really ever do. It's out of sight, out of mind. But when you play at a club and there's a seat fee, whether it be you know, hourly fee or half hour or whatever, it's gonna keep an exponential amount of money on the table compared to the casino. Makes the game more fun, more exciting. It's better for the players all around. We would love to get more cash games running around here. It's just, I mean, there's still a big group of players out there that don't really know. I feel like.
I agree. So Slayer had called the straddle in the dark, and then Ryan 3-bets to 150, and Slayer makes the call with ace-9. So it's ace-9 against king-10, and Ryan's going to hit his 10. Bailey's going to check. Ryan's going to bet 110. And that should do it.
No,
for Slayer, but now we're talking about Slayer.
We've both done this tonight. We've both jumped the gun. All right. Because whenever we're like, no, Slayer has absolutely nothing, then he surprised us and came back with a bluff.
Yeah.
Well, he did it to himself because he said, oh, shit.
And it looks like Scott is back at the
Scott is
table.
back in the game.
There's an hour left. Are we still doing the net?
Yeah, you should have it because you never know what could happen quick.
Take him back there. You're grounded.
Buddha, you gave 100, right?
That's the last net game?
No.
That's the last net game. No more net game.
No, he said he keep going. Yeah, he said to keep going. Hey,
You don't want to play no more or what? You don't want to lose 2 in a row? It is a great
You really wanted to say,
It's a
don't
great
get
call.
halfway now.
Couldn't find a better card.
Not many. All right.
Right now, you're doing
So Buddha was the loser of that last Nick game. He went to go pay his money to the Piper.
And Wizard, is the nit still worth $40 if you lose it?
$10 sure we're at him. So next time we'll be
Yeah,
bound.
Monday's PLO.
Yeah, I see it right now.
It's hit or miss.
$10 straddle, and Big Slip's going to make the call with the king-10. Back over to Slayer. A uncharacteristic call, just call from Slayer. Usually he's raising. Captain Bob going to look it up. Garrett going to complete. Miller time. Going to check his option. Going to go 5-handed into this flop.
Yeah, we hit the reset button on the nit chips. They're back out.
They are back out again.
Garrett in the lead right now. And
$3 bet from Garrett, and much of a big grin. Lots of laughter, but a raise up from the Slayer. He's got bottom pair with a king kicker. He's going to raise that up.
Yeah, the odds were like 100% that Slayer was going to raise that $3. Garrett did it again.
He did another
Slayer
$3
can't
bet.
stop smiling.
Yeah. And Rick with a gut shot here. This time it's just a call. And Garrett.
Garrett.
He's going to bet
$3.
straight for $3.
$3.
And a raise with his two pair. No.
No, just one pair. Garrett says, "Wait a minute.
Look at the acting job here."
Rick says I was just kidding, guys.
Rick says I was just kidding, guys.
So in this nit chip round, Garrett becomes the first one to be able to throw his yellow chip in. So he's not going to be obligated to pay. The last person standing is going to pay $40. And that $40 is going to go to our salute to service. $10,000 guaranteed re-roll for currently serving and retired service men and women.
Double board overhaul. On the regular.
And we do have mandatory bomb pots here as part of this No Net Thursday, at least on the main table. And Josh over there, the thinker.
Thinking, I'd like to stay at this table.
He got felted on the main table, but now he's got a big stack in front of him on the feeder table. Well, we've got two seats open on this feeder table, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to come in and try to get part of this game, the live stream will be going till 10:45. There's a very good chance this game will continue to go well beyond that. We do have a bomb pot
right
here.
into the bomb pot.
So you got the lowest VPIP right now. If you win this hand, then you get to stay. If not, you gotta. He has to scoop it. He doesn't have to scoop it, right? He just has to do one.
I think he's talking to
Big Slick Rick.
Big Slick Rick.
I believe so.
Informing him that he has.
You'll see a shot I get of
in order to stay at the table,
Big
he
Slick
has to
Rick
win
on
this.
the feeder table.
That's why I decided I was just gonna play every hand today, so I didn't.
You don't always talk.
The other time
Look
says
at him.
he came into this deciding he's going to go ahead and play every hand.
What do you raise that to?
Well, that is not the flop you want to see when you have to win.
No, it is not. Not a terrible
Was that a
starting hand.
pot-sized bet from Slayer? He's got ace, 6. What? That's it.
Garrett now with 2 pair on the top. He's going to make the call of $90. Back over to Miller time. He's going to let go those 7s. Ryan gets out of there.
You're pretty good over there. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You don't lose no money by going over there.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Gene does have top 2 on the bottom and a straight draw on the top. Slayer comes out betting pot. Wow.
So Garrett's got top pair on the top. He's got a gut shot on the bottom.
Gene is getting the price here.
Gene has hit his straight on the bottom one.
No, not yet. But he's winning with two pair.
Right.
He's winning with
Got
two pair.
Right.
Garrett's got top two on the top board. Gene has two pair. Now he has a boat. Gene has a boat, kings full of eights.
Not straight on the top. What?
And he's going
And he makes the nut straight on the top.
Yeah.
Goes all in.
What a couple of river cards there. And he goes all in. It looks like Garrett snapped.
Yeah.
And Garrett did not think that one through at all.
No.
That was a big mistake there.
Look at that pot
That was
going
like,
Gene's
still
way.
Gene had another 800, 900 in front of him, and Garrett didn't think about that one at all.
I got too many outs on. Way too many outs.
So are we going to lose 3 players?
All right, so
3 players going to move over because we're going to lose.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, King Jack. What do you
Garrett's going to look back at that one, and he's not going to be happy about it.
No, this is a huge pot for Gene.
I mean, he just has absolutely no chance to win the bottom board whatsoever. And now his two pair.
Hey, you get to get rid of your butt too. Give this motherfucker to me, boy.
And Gene, look at Gene, look at Gene.
Wow.
3.6K.
Gene is kind of where Garrett was a little while ago. Garrett
Yeah.
was not felted on
But
this.
that's
so.
the new high point of the night. I think Garrett was up to 3.2 is the biggest that I remember.
Yeah.
So that's a new high mark for the evening.
Yes. And I think Bailey is going to head home.
good luck, everybody.
We're going to fill Bailey's seat with Andrew, and we're going to fill seat 8, seat 7 there with Scott.
I was just hoping for one of them. You know?
You had the top,
Scott's going to inherit a yellow chip.
It is sad to see Bailey go.
Yep.
So much fun to watch.
So much fun to watch. Really.
Not scared to gamble one bit.
No. He's a really good fit for the
We
no
saw
net.
him just come in, take the stack up to like 2K, bluff off 500, 800 after that, bluff again after that, win another pot. You know, I mean, he was just on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Coming in. Back to work.
I tell you what, though, bomb pots. Phew.
I think we said 2 to 5.
If you're not prepared,
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be over at 10:30. So.
Everybody thinks this is fun.
Scott back to the main game.
So, you hear
He
screams.
says, I'm going to raise it up here with 10-7 offsuit.
Rhino's watching. Rhino, you got to get a,
The
you
people
gotta
that
be a part
play
of
the
this
tournament?
the next time we do it. This has just
Like
been
game.
so much fun, this no-net game. It's definitely right up your alley. Love to have you here come and play that. Anthony mentioned that Ismo
I'm like,
is going to
This is
be
the
the
first time
funny
I've heard
bone in
in the
September.
winter
What?
season.
I got to go buy tickets right now.
Right now.
Right now.
And part of this
Ah,
no
man.
net is the rock. You see the rock is now in the pot. That is a, you win that
The whole
pot with the
point
rock
is-
in it. That becomes a mandatory $10 straddle.
Once a month.
And we're 6-handed.
It,
Check,
like,
check, check.
and there hasn't been anyone that's really lost it.
Scott
Hasn't
hits the
because they
best
can't
of-
read,
welcome
they
back
can't
to the
talk
main
about it.
table,
They can't
Scott.
do nothing when she's out with this.
He's
Oh,
got
and
out
then you'll be
45.
looking again for the big event.
Back over to Captain Bob Enright, who's going to get sticky with his king-queen offsuit. Garrett looking things up because he hit a 3. So now we're 3-handed, going to the turn. Kara's now at the helm dealing. She's doing a fantastic job for her third night coming into this live stream room.
Jerks. Almost a year.
It'd be nice to get cards.
Somebody asked how long we've
It's
been doing a live
40,000
stream. We started this
dollars.
live stream in September, so it is coming close to a year. just a fantastic thing for us. So now Captain Bob comes along with a straight open and straight draw, but it also the river comes and Scott now has 2 pair.
I think the bump pot should be changed to
Action
once
is
an
on
hour.
Scott.
We'll just do it at top of the hour and get whoever has the lowest
now, and he's
VFib
going to bet
opportunity.
125.
Instead. Yeah, I think if you're gonna change, I think the 1-3 and the $10 rock's fine. I think if you're gonna change anything,
This is the thing
maybe
with Bob
we-
Enright's look.
but I mean, we get shit like this, and I didn't fuck them up. Well, there was a
He's
small
going to make
pop,
this call.
right? Well, there were
Oh,
three
that's
pop
a
1-3.
tough call there,
I know.
Bob.
Well, there was a straddle, restraddle,
Scott's gonna
restraddle.
take that pot
and
down,
then
and Scott's going to be able to.
But so that got us go out for
He shows the card,
and
which
then
he did.
yeah, and then there was a raise to 100,
Turn
and
in his yellow
everybody
chip.
called
He
that
also
straddle.
wins the rock, which is a $10.
Miles raised it up to
straddle.
100.
He is in position to straddle with that right
Everybody
now.
straddled.
We have 5 players left in this round that have the yellow chip in front of
But
them.
no, I think
Last
I
person
think
with
at
the yellow
least
chip is going to be donating $40.
I think this
to,
worked out perfectly.
July 8th.
The only
service
thing
tournament.
would be the bomb pot and not do it every half hour and do it every hour. Yeah. But besides that, I don't think it's changing.
All right, I bought the tickets. Only $17 a ticket. Hop on that.
Man,
guys.
what's really the difference
I'm going
between
to
running
the
at
late show
2,
on Saturday.
3, like?
John Martin says you guys should
It's
let
not
the
a chance.
viewers affect some of the action.
Well, wait, Daniel.
Well, we'll let the commentators affect the action before we let the viewers. Come on now. Yeah, that's not really possible. Especially when, I mean, the biggest
Right.
problem is we're on a 15-minute delay, John. So that's, I mean, there's probably something we can work in there in some way. He
You
says
raised
maybe
it
a viewer
to
suggested hand.
375.
Viewers vote on giving someone another knit chip. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can probably think of something. I don't think anything's necessarily. I don't think we
But
want
yeah,
to do
but the
anything
rock
that has
doesn't
to do
play
with
us.
the actual hands of the players or changing cards.
So it's
or
not
whatever
really
you wanna call
50
that.
play.
I'm going to call out.
If it was a
two
mandatory,
players
it makes
with
sense.
the,
If it was playing every single time,
with the
yeah,
yellow
it's
chip in
50
front of
bigs,
them.
but
Miles is going
it's
to be
not
one of them.
playing every single time.
I'm going to call out 3. I'm going to call out Miles, Buddha. Let's see who else has a yellow chip in front of them.
This
Does
isn't
Andy
a
have
game
one?
for them. Right.
And I'm going to match. Whoever winds up of those 3, who's my third one? Winds up of those 3 paying, I'm going to match that out of my pocket.
Man,
Donation.
I'm not sure what
Who
the
else
views
wants to
are.
join me out there in the viewership? You can pick
I think
one or
this
2 players if you
definitely
want.
one of the most
Let's
entertaining
talk a little
shows.
bit about our big live stream coming up on July 1st, which is the ladies only live stream. Any ladies interested in playing in our ladies only live stream Saturday, July 1st, contact the club. This is a 1-3 no limit hold'em game. This is two men, 500 max buy-in, and that's 5105 Glendale Avenue. Ladies only, July 1st.
Ladies' night.
Trying to figure out who my third. Oh, say
Bob?
So Bob, yep. So Bob will be my third. If any one of those 3 are the last one standing, I will match. But they have to donate out of my pocket to the salute to service. Somebody else want to join me, or just give us a $20 tip.
Yeah,
If you're
normally the
on
commentators split that up.
YouTube, you can tip us $20 easily.
Yeah, normally the commentators split
We're all
that
about
up,
it.
but
Me and
we're,
Dom,
with this salute to service tournament going on, we're all about it. Me and Dom a couple weeks ago raised $80 through
anybody
tips
wants to
on
fire anything in
YouTube
there,
for the salute to service
any
tournament.
amount
So
helps, any amount is
if
very,
anybody
very,
wants to
very
fire
big.
anything in there, any amount helps. Any amount is very greatly appreciated.
That is our feeder table right there.
And that is our feeder table right there.
Rotation.
We've got 3 seats open there, and we've had a rotation of about a dozen players tonight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Jeff was there earlier at the main table.
Everybody there
So
was, like, except for
Josh. So
was,
Everybody there was, I think, except for Seat.
He came in and when he called, he said he only wanted to play.
Yeah.
players here.
Okay. So we do have a couple of players here at the feeder game that all they really want to do is play the feeder. They're not going to opt to be moved.
I mean, would they be classified as nits?
I haven't seen them play, so I don't know.
That's a weird, like purgatory to be in.
That's a weird purgatory to be in. Like, you show up to play the no-nit game, but you don't want to play the no-nit game. You only want to play the feeder game to the no-nit game.
They have to look at.
I don't know. That's a tough one to call.
I'll drag that.
You want to fill them, like you said. And we are having really good cash games that are not in the live stream, particularly Mondays and Fridays have been really strong for us to have cash games. We'll take cash games 7 days a week if we can get it. But typically, if you're listening and you want to play cash aside part of our live stream, or not, don't want to be in the live stream, Mondays and Fridays have been very strong.
If anyone out there is interested in a bigger game, we have been running a 5-10 no limit every Friday. It is a game that we have one of our regulars
the lineup together.
taking charge with and getting the lineup together. So if that is something you're interested in, shoot us a message, give us a call, and we can get you in contact with him.
We're always looking for players. We want spectators.
Because I mean, we're always looking for players. We want everybody here.
Wow, they're going to check this around. Oh, Garrett was
Garrett
hoping. Gene was in the lead to that going into the river with those twos. And the feeder game is a 1-3 game as well. They don't have some of the same mandatory things that we have on the main table. The main table here is there's a mandatory bomb pot at every dealer change. Also, if you get felted, you must move over to the feeder table and we replace you with somebody from there. There are 4 players left in this knit chip. Any one of those 3, Buddha, Captain, yep, Ryan. What did I say? I said Miles, Buddha, and Bob.
Anybody but Ryan at this
Anybody
point.
but I didn't know her and Gerald were together for a long time.
The last person, and I'm going to match that out of my
well,
pocket.
he stopped that real quick when she started flirting
Anybody
back.
else wants to make a contribution?
Like, I followed her on Instagram, she followed me back, and the next time I came in, he was all over it, and I was like,
Yeah, Bob Kaminsky, I think it would have been a mandatory move, but we did have open seats, and so we did allow people to come into that feeder table without having to be moved. But I think it's designed to be a must-move situation.
Yeah. I don't think it matters.
So those guys, stuff the 60 to 5-4 clubs.
So Miller Time raises us up to 60 with 5-4 clubs. Gene comes along with King 10, and Garrett, of course, is in the hand with 7-4.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Bob, that's good.
Yeah, Bob, that's a good point. Some people might be camera shy, and that's a real thing.
Like if there's a raise.
At the post office. Miller Time raised this up, and of course, he hits a 5. And that aggression is going to pay off.
Fires away.
Yeah. Gene is not going to stick around for this. Garrett quickly folds. Nice hand there by Miller Time.
Ralph H. said these limit games very rarely. I mean, that's another one we were trying. You know, we had a pretty big group of Omaha high-low players that, you know, that were putting a game together on Saturdays, and you know, I mean, most of them were on board because it was going to save them a ton of money in rake as compared to playing their game at the casino. But it's just, it seems like it's tough to get it going. Once we got it started for a couple of weeks, and then it just kind of fell off a little bit.
It's my
We have dealers, we have staff.
it's my favorite game, so I'll be here Saturday morning to play it.
We have the dealers, we have the staff. The Wizard said he would even just join the game. It's his favorite game. He'll play. So we already got one on the list at all times.
Paul's favorite game too.
Look up at the right-hand corner there. We got Chateau Louise. Whose favorite was that, Jim?
You owe me a few.
Steve's?
Viewer suggested. You guys should let the viewers
Raises up to 50.
I think that would be fun.
Now we got clubs against clubs.
Buddha's been laying pretty low.
He has been.
Also,
He does hit a 10 here.
No, that's Garrett.
Oh, I'm sorry. Garrett hits a 10. Excuse me.
Oh, give him his king. Like, what the fuck?
Buddha said, don't bluff me, bro.
Yeah, Buddha, you were behind before the flop and after the flop, so. That is our feeder table. This is our main table for our No Net Thursday. This is the chip count. The yellow button next to their name means that they still have a nit chip in front of them. The last person standing with a nit chip. $40 from their pocket goes to the salute to service, and I'm matching on this round.
Your next push brings the wrong
$40 out of my pocket if Buddha, Ryan, or Captain Bob. I'm sorry,
And Paul's
Miles,
also.
Captain Bob. So anybody but Ryan. And I will match that. Anybody else out there interested in doing a match or just doing a donation?
Next coach
let
needs
us
to
know.
bring their own box in Paul's box.
Miles now wakes up with queens. The last big hand we saw him had, it was aces. That was a while ago.
He did.
So he's going to raise that up.
6-3, 6-3, not good enough for Garrett even.
No,
Not
this time.
200.
But Scott's going to come along with a queen and a jack.
Oh, he said fuck it too. That's all in.
Could be a trouble. Wow, could be a trouble.
Scott's all in?
He's going to check it though.
Holy shit.
It's a $50 bet.
It's a game of and that fucking
Could be making it
7.
affordable here for Scott.
Yeah, he definitely is. At the same time, he's also a little bit worried that Scott could possibly have an ace.
Scott's going to raise it up.
And now Miles is super worried.
That's 2.
Show it to him, Scott. Show it to him.
What a play. Show it to him, Scott. Show it to him.
Miles, small side there on flop. Let's go.
I think Miles'
That's
small sizing there on the flop led Scott to do that.
Yeah.
I think if he bet 90 or something there, Scott's not going to raise. He might call.
Scott did a good job representing that ace.
Scott will definitely go forward.
Takes the pot down.
Scott, 40?
I heard a reet.
Do we have a...
Oh.
I just love $100 and some down.
He reached for that.
You looked at him, he looked. Did I still do it?
So the rock is in play with a straddle, and it
Yes,
sounds like
sir.
we got
No,
a
we
re-straddle.
got a re.
Straddle.
$40 straddle and Miles.
Looks like we're up to a $40 straddle, and then Miles just raised under the gun.
That's kind of hard to do.
Yep, Miles made it a hundo
Garrett still
with
has.
10-9 of hearts, first act.
Cards are all out of whack.
Garrett just called them.
And the cards are all out of whack.
No, yeah, he potted it.
They're popping up in all these places.
I think he beat Gene for the extra.
Moral
Right,
of the
but it's
story
saying
is
that he's
gonna
out.
call 100 with 6-4 offsuit.
Bob, no, oh,
Militine's gonna call
Bob's got
109.8
a change Bob
Ryan's
out
gonna call
for
100
Joe.
with 5-4 offsuit. And Scott, the first person to have a real hand.
A
Real
real
hand.
hand from Scott.
208, 208.
And he's going to make this call. So, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. $500 pot pre-flop with 5 players.
And 6-4.
4.
What?
And nobody with a queen.
What?
Garrett.
This is.
I need 310 to the theater table.
Well, Miles decides to represent.
Garrett should have like
Wow.
300.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that's it for
Miles
me.
decides to represent here since he's the last one to act and checked around to him. And I can't really blame him. It's a pretty dry board. If nobody has a queen, you're thinking you're going to get a fold here from everybody else. Because who would expect somebody to have 2 pair, you know, on $100 pre-flop? What
I
would
know.
you expect to have 2 pair here?
Raise to 375.
And Garrett decides not to slow play it. Comes out with a raise immediately to 375. That'll be the end of this.
You know, when Garrett started reaching for chips, it almost looks like he was reaching for calling chips. Wow. But now he makes it 375.
I got a lot of whites. See that? I thought about just flattening, but I didn't want all these guys in it.
I was gonna make 400.
Then that would have made my life more easier, but I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Nice flop. Yeah. I agree.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I was every bit of it.
This one was a little bit. Queen jack. Wow.
Queen
People
four.
have one hand.
That top bottom.
I don't mind going heads up. No.
Oh, king flat. You don't know.
Back in the action now. Ryan with King Jack raises to 20. Scott's going to call with a 7-6 offsuit. Buddha.
Can't get anything going.
No.
How big was that?
Garrett now with one of the better hands he's had in a long
4K. See,
time.
that's a 13.
Gonna make
That's
the call.
terrible. We'll for sure lose a little. You lose viewers
Go
over here.
three-handed into this
They're
block.
quarter of 1,000. Right.
And there it is for Garrett.
10 on the button. 10:30. 15 minutes.
check on the turn.
9495. Those are the good boards last time.
Check here on the river from Garrett. Scott just with a pair of sevens. No real reason for Scott to bet here.
Anything that doesn't beat me.
Exactly.
Yep.
You got a 7.
Back-to-back pots here for Garrett. Yeah, I go a little comeback
Back-to-back
there,
pots
man.
here for Garrett.
Yeah, a good little comeback there after he
all the way down to about 6 and 7.
was all the way up to 3,200 and then went all the way down to
Got
about
a big
6
handle
and
in
7,
here
I
in
believe.
about a minute and a half.
6,700.
$10 bucks out.
The fucking 13-minute
Yeah,
hand.
$10 button straddle. $10 the old-fashioned way without a rock.
Shenanigans going on with this thing.
Damn, Gene took a big chunk out of me. It still hurts.
Yeah. Sound like it.
Like that other movie with those guys in it, the Beer Fest movie.
Couple of limpers.
Yeah.
Wow, suited moose, not even good enough for
Suited
Buddha?
moose.
Wow. 9-3 suit is good enough for Gene.
And a raise there from Mr. Enright.
And Bob said, let's try to get rid of this knit chip.
Yeah.
But wait.
Why not? We got 300 in the pot pre-flop.
Gene says, why not?
And now we got 300 in the pot pre-flop.
With 5 players.
Yeah.
Kara's at a bit of disadvantage on that table. With,
Yeah.
You think we've taken off the bomb pot?
Nobody's really giving her any help either.
Something like that. People love watching it. Once an hour. But,
Gender
that's
equality.
half a town.
So Garrett's got the best of this
Not
right
only that,
now
but-
with his 10-6.
That was
Scott's
Scott with an
going
massive.
to open-ended for Scott's going to bet that out. Flush
And that
draw
doesn't
for
happen.
Miles. Runner
Even
flush
the
draw for
regular
Kevin.
bomb pot, you're barely gonna say. But
And Miles is going to come along with his flush draw.
what's over here? 65. That's
This
terrible
Enright's
for
been rather
fucking 4
sticky
hours.
tonight, but he's going to let this go.
Yeah, but he
I
really
mean,
hasn't
every
got
bomb
the
pot
cards
was
to
8
go.
hours. Yeah. I mean, every bomb pot was massive. Right.
Garrett makes the call. Now we're 3 ways, almost to 500
If we
bucks
cut
in
that
the
number
pot.
down, 80.
3 players going to the
We're
turn.
picking up another 20 minutes.
There's the flush.
There's the diamond.
And Scott with the 9 of diamonds can still make a bigger one.
Yeah.
I would expect a raise here, though.
Maybe even an all-in.
Yeah.
Over a pot size bet.
Miles has just over a pot-sized bet left. He goes for the small route.
Yep, raises it up to 225.
Is he really? Oh, you'd never think that because he's such a dumper. Right. What does he do? Or huge
Garrett got out of the way quickly.
Like he found out we were
Pressure
doing
on
things.
Scott here. Open-ended and a flush draw.
On the ace of diamonds there, and you're trying to get me back, betting off that hand.
Talking to himself, wondering if Miles is trying to get the payback.
Scott talking to himself, wondering if Miles is just trying to give him some payback.
I would have guessed he
For a
was
few
in some
hands
kind
ago
of
when
trades,
Scott
but
raised
all
him on
his
the
trades
flop.
is still key.
But he makes a good fold.
Very good fold there. So Miles gets to turn in his yellow chip as long as he shows his hand.
Oh, yeah. Nice little mistake.
And he did.
I'm gonna say he must have.
$400 is weird.
Tried to earlier. No, I had the ace of diamonds.
This is the big hand.
You could have countered bomb pot there.
Yeah. You guys doing bomb pot?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lose over $1,000.
It's bomb pot time. Hey!
Oh, you caught me.
Got him real good. I mean, it was a dealer change. It wasn't your fault.
No, it's not my
We had
fault.
no action.
He does this to me. At least I wasn't eating. He usually catches me when I'm
Right?
eating.
Right?
Yeah.
Telling your people that needed to know that you're getting held over at
You
work
were
tonight
just
for an
telling
extra
your
half
people
an
that
hour.
needed to know that you're getting held over at work tonight for an extra half an hour, and you'll be home when this ever ends.
He's
No, I
like,
was explaining to my
what do you
wife
feel like
that
a confirmation that it's
short
till
tomorrow.
10:30? I can't remember exactly what he's saying, but he's like, it was under the park.
And here comes the bomb
It
pot.
was still 10. And if you're going back and forth about being practically opposite of 10. Little one.
Garrett loves these bomb pots, apparently. Uh-oh, here we go.
Straight draw, open and straight
Scott's
draw.
got 10-3 on the bottom. Straight draw, open and straight draw, and... Oh, he's got a wrap. He's got a full wrap. 9-10 jack and a flush draw on the top. Miles with dry aces. Says, hey, look at these aces to Buddha. Buddha says, cool story, bro.
Classy move there from Andrew.
Classy move there from Andrew, letting Gene know that he could see his hand.
Got the Nutter Butters, 9-6.
And Gene, I
He
like
also
it.
has a 4-6
He's got the Nutter Butters,
on the bottom board, an
9-6.
open ender.
He also has a
He has
4-6
multiple
on the
possibilities.
bottom board, an open ender.
Bob's got a
So
set.
he has multiple possibilities.
And Bob's got a set on each. But,
Have 6, but he's going to go push in what he's got. I think he has to with the
he
pot
doesn't
odds.
have
He's got a
360,
set on
but he's
both
going to go
boards.
ahead and
Just
push in
hoping
what
no
he's
pair
got.
or one of
I
them.
think he has to with the pot odds. He's got a set on
And
both
Garrett
boards.
made
He's
an
just hoping no
announcement
pair
before
one
this
of
hand
them.
that he was going to lose 1,000 on the bomb line.
And Garrett made an announcement before this hand that he wasn't going to lose 1,000 on this bomb pot.
He was, this is the first bomb pot where I've
Wow.
seen
These
This
guys,
is huge,
these
ladies
guys
and
all
gentlemen.
had. This is the first bomb pot where I've seen that everybody actually has a hand.
Holy cow. Pay
And Paul said, we're not going to waste any time. We're getting this shit out here.
Is Gene
What
gonna
a great
scoop
card
another
for Gene. Is he
gigantic
going to
bomb
scoop
pot?
another monster?
And
Is
Jack
Gene
and
going to
Scott.
scoop another gigantic bomb pot?
Any 10 jacks out there?
10 jack for Scott.
10 jack up there.
Wow. Huge hand, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
Wow.
Wow. That was a...
I got 2 pair on this.
Alright, 4-6 gets the top, 9-10, and then their side.
All right, this takes a really long time to chop up, so I'm gonna give you guys some of the summer series events.
Alright, I gotta do this.
It takes a really long time to chop it up, so I'm gonna give you some summer series events.
We didn't hear that.
We didn't hear that.
It only does it with us.
So we're going to be
It's the
moving
bombs.
some people around here while they chop
The
pot.
graphic came was showing that it's still
Talk
open.
about the,
Oh, no, I
let's
watched.
talk
I knew
about
that
some
you
stuff coming up, particularly the summer
Nothing.
series.
You're
And
positive,
this is the
100%.
Monday of our
But I didn't
summer
mind it
series,
because he was
$7,500 guaranteed prize pool for a double green chip bounty. $175 buy-in.
Loved it.
This is going to be the second night of our summer series, the Monday. And again, we have all of this on our webpage. We continue to post this information on our Facebook. And here is the summer series Tuesday night. Very unique.
First
dual
ever.
tournament.
First ever.
Yeah, team tournament. Team
Two
event.
tournaments run simultaneously. So one teammate will play tournament A, while the other teammate will play tournament B, and they're going to switch places every level. This structure is to ensure that no one is just sitting around and waiting for their turn to play, as is the normal with pretty much every other tag team tournament that I've ever seen out there. It's designed to allow both players to play at the same time, which is what we want. I mean, we don't want to sit around and play. If players are felted, they may re-enter either or both tournaments up until the start of level 9. So that's a $200 buy-in per team, so $100 a person. 6 p.m. start time, 30,000 starting stack, 20-minute levels. And again, partners are going to trade places in those simultaneous tournaments every level.
That's Tuesday, July 25th. And then the Wednesday is our $20,000 prize pool guarantee freeze out. That's a $500 buy-in. We do a $100 buy-in freeze out every Wednesday. We're going to continue with our freeze out Wednesday theme here. This is a 6 p.m. start time, $40,000 starting stack, 20-minute levels. No re-entry. This is a true freeze out, $500 buy-in. What a great value.
Even though this isn't the main event, there's like just that $500 buy-in gives it a special feel, you know.
So this all leads up to the Summer Series $100,000 main event. $140 buy-in. We've got 2 flights Thursday, 2 flights Friday, two flights Saturday, leading up to day 2, which is Sunday, July 30th. Everyone who bags will receive $200 at the conclusion of their flight, and then there's a $1,000 double bag bonus paid immediately when you double bag.
So you're still coming back for money on Sunday.
And you're still coming back for money on Sunday, but this is cash that's paid out at the end of each flight for anybody that bags. Top 10% advance to day 2. Great series coming up. Put it on your calendar. If you're not going to play any of the other events leading up to it, for sure.
Last time we had 1,468.
Fantastic. Yeah, our last big event, we had 1,468 entries. That was for the $200,000 prize pool guarantee, which wound up being a $257,000 prize pool.
Wow.
That was for our 2-year anniversary. So this is the next big one, folks, and make sure you're a part of it. We've got about another 15 minutes here tonight for our No Knit Thursday 1-3. This is our first.
Oh, 2 more hands.
2 more hands, Paul.
A barn burner.
Right?
Man, been fantastic.
Man,
or 1 more hand sustained.
Last hand, actually.
Bob's just been on the move tonight. Captain Bob.
Started out on the main table and then...
looks like we got Mustache Joe back into the main game. Who else just came back for another ride?
Let's see, we still, with our knit chip, we still have 3 players left, and looks like I'm contributing $40. So I am going to match, whoever the last person standing is going to donate $40 into the salute to service, and I'm going to match that out of my pocket. Anybody else looking to make a donation, please let us know. That is July 8th at 1 p.m., and that is for active and retired service members. Get to play as a free roll. There are rebuys in that tournament, but that's a great event. We've got well over $5,000 already raised for that. We're going to have some other charity activities for charities going on at that time as well. Opportunity. This is the $10,000 guarantee salute to service free roll tournament. 0 buy-in. Open only to veterans or currently serving servicemen and women. $25,000 starting stack. There are $100 re-entries. We will have the feature and final table live streamed for that event. We're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a great event. So now we're back to the action. We had to move some players around and as well as do that chop pot. That was a huge pot.
Jim, can we run a little clip? You know, at some point, I mean, we have to put it together, but just like run a little clip where we show a photo of Paul and we say congratulations on your record, world record, longest time it's ever taken to chop a pot. Run it on the next No Knit Thursday. just put him up there for a little bit.
All right, so it looks like Miller Time hit the best of this top pair with a flush draw. It's his option.
Everybody's liking it.
I know.
A little bit.
And I kind of like a check raise here.
Very
as it
surprised
happens, but Ryan's going to come out.
I'm very surprised that Garrett folded those 8s so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because looking at his stack size from where he was,
and sure
I can
enough,
understand.
There it is, check raise.
Yep. A min raise.
A min raise.
Basically, 110 to 225.
He's opening the door, putting out the welcome sign for Ryan.
And Ryan can actually get away from that.
Doesn't feel good.
Top pair with a good kicker.
There's so many hands.
Doesn't feel good to fold it. But there's so many hands that he is just absolutely crushed by right now. If his opponent has 8-9, he's essentially drawing dead. And as we can see, right now he's standing at 12%.
Miller Time.
Great fold, Ryan. Great
fold.
Very good fold.
Yep. And Miller Time looked. He said, he didn't want to see that.
No.
He was ready to get it all in there.
4.1K. Having himself a day.
4.1K. Having himself a day.
And it's down to Buddha and Ryan. There, Vic.
And it's down to Buddha and Ryan there, Vic.
Take that $40 home to your
Ryan's giving you a chance.
I did say that.
To take that $40 home to your wife tonight.
Ryan's going to fold pre-flop here, and Miles just making the call with King 10. Buddha folded.
Here comes Garrett said, I'm tired of all this.
Away. Joe comes in, but
guys.
Here comes
Garrett said, I'm tired of all this.
Yep.
I'm tired of this game, guys. Where's I want my 3,000 back.
Joe.
Miles was a super tight fold.
Garrett folds.
Mustache Joe.
Everybody else had him dominated.
Also folds. And Garrett shows that everybody else had him dominated.
All in at the
Had it all in at the side table. Might have been Captain Bob again.
No, I was thinking about that. Yeah, because I had the rock.
That one up over there.
And Zach scooping one up over there.
That's back to the main table here now.
And back to the main table here now. Buddha.
Buddha says, let's take a shot. Let's take a shot at this.
Yeah, let's see if we can get rid of that yellow chip.
I'm under the gun. I've given off the tightest image I can tonight on No Knit Thursday. Nothing you can do when Miller Time wakes up with the jiggities.
Yep.
He just said, oh crap.
Yep.
Yep.
It's
pretty easy lip reading
He's not
there.
messing around tonight.
No.
He's not getting in any bad spots. That's something a knit would do.
You'd have been drawing real slim.
King nine.
Alex Battle. Garrett says that's
$10 straddle. Garrett says that's not enough. Let's make it 50.
got action. Got action.
Got
Ryan's come-
action.
Yep.
Got action.
Got action here. I'm not a offsuit ace low kicker kind of guy.
Bam, bam, bam.
I don't really like that call from Scott, but in the meantime,
Well,
Joe goes all in with
how do you
K9.
feel? How do you feel about limp jam with King 9 offsuit?
Yeah.
You know what? About to get it in so
Garrett
good
making a
with King
quick
9
call.
And you know what? He's about to get it in so good with King 9 offsuit. Because these aces are both going to
About
fold.
to get it in so good.
He's about to get it in so good.
Never in his wildest dreams.
Never in his wildest dreams did he think he'd be 60-40 with
Roll
King
the
9
card.
off.
Garrett kind of isolated things here by going all in.
Roll the cards.
Oh, wow.
So Garrett kind of isolated things here by going all in.
That's not going to help you, Garrett.
Oh, that was quick.
And so Joe's going to get a quick double
No,
up
that's
here.
not going to help you, Garrett. And so Joe's going to get a quick double up here.
Wow. I folded a 6, Joe.
Good story, John. That should be a penalty in the no-hit game. And if you say, "Oh, I folded," yeah, when,
That should
when
be
it
a
comes
penalty
out
in the
there,
no-hit
right?
game.
Yeah, that should be a
If you
penalty.
say, "Oh, I folded,"
Yeah.
when it comes out there,
Right.
yeah, that
Yeah.
should be a penalty.
A little bit.
Nobody cares.
And the penalty is
Not even a little bit.
Right.
And the penalty should be a mandatory restraddle.
Right.
You like it?
Now you're thinking.
You like
now
it?
you're thinking.
All right.
I like it. The Nick games have been going a little longer for some reason. I
Yeah,
feel
they
like
have.
tonight.
Until this is over.
I don't know if it has to do with the table like constantly changing in and out. I don't know. Not really sure.
Well, the price has been a little lower. Usually the net games, it's $20 or $25 is paid out to each player. So you've got, sometimes it's a $200 that you're paying out if you're the last person standing with a nit chip. But we're five-handed here. And Joe's going to hit the best of this with his king-jack. Garrett hits a piece of it, of course.
Bottom, bottom.
Joe's going to wind up with two pots in a row. Yeah.
And
Joe's
going to wind up with two pots in a row here.
Yep.
And he's going to show.
Nice little come up there.
This is our feeder table. There's currently 7 players there. Live stream is coming close to a close here for the night. We're going to go till about 10:45.
It's the final countdown.
I believe these players are more than likely continuing on after we turn the cameras off. And this is our first attempt here at the Thursday night, the No Knit Thursday night. And it's been a lot of fun, and I think the viewers have enjoyed it. There's been a number of comments, people wondering when we're going to do this again.
Some kind of sound bite deck or whatever, where I just have like a bunch of
Yeah, Wiz, if you could hook me up with some kind of sound bite deck or whatever, where I just have like a bunch of preset like
that would be sick.
Sounds and little voiceovers that I can play, that would be sick.
Who really wanted to play a hand?
Who really wanted to play a hand? So get rid of that nit chip, but Miles raised it up. Not a big raise. Raised it to 40 with pocket tens.
There's a big raise.
There's a big raise.
Big in number of chips.
Big in number of chips. Unfortunately for Garrett, he was well over 3,000 at one point a couple hours ago. And now you're looking at what he's got left, but he's got a big hand with ace, king of diamonds. I did play the $100 freeze out last night.
I really think he took most of his hit from bomb pots as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Ryan is trying his hardest to keep that keep your $40 for you.
So it's not whether Miles is going to call here. It's whether he's going to. Yeah, he's going to go all in so he can isolate here. Get Gene to fold.
Of course, Gene sitting with 4 grand in front of him.
Of course, Gene's sitting with $4 grand in front of him.
Anybody but you, Miles, he says. That's a bluff.
Anybody but you, Miles, he says.
I think of like 6 other
That's
players.
a bluff, Gene. Come on. I could think of like 6 other players at this table that just jam in 1300 pre-flop and you fold ace-9.
Got there. But Garrett, maybe. You know, maybe Garrett's.
But Garrett, maybe. You know, maybe Garrett's.
Well, that's a spicy one. Oh.
Well then, that's a spicy one.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, he hits the boat on the river, but it gives him the royal. What?
Royal flush. Holy cow.
That's the first thing I was thinking. He's got 170 now.
Glad you didn't have all them chips.
Man.
I had ace king, but I didn't know I had ace king diamond.
Wow.
I'm glad you didn't have chips.
Flush on the turn, but it's the 10 of diamonds to give Miles the set. Miles boats up on the river, but it's the jack of diamonds to give Garrett the royal flush.
Yeah, you would have got paid on that for sure.
Oh, man. Never getting away from the flop.
No Net Thursday was designed so that we would have lots of action, and that has delivered, as well as lots of excitement.
I'm glad you raised
This has been a great night tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for our live stream. Really hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Probably got a couple more games going, a couple more hands going here.
Next time we run this, I'm going to make sure we have the dealers get all the hands tabled because it just makes everything so much more exciting that way.
Really?
That's crazy.
Ryan's going to raise up here,
Doesn't feel like you
not
won.
knowing that Scott's got a better club hand behind him. Miles now with ace-8 offsuit. Buddha just is not seeing much at all.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And
Make sure when you cut to them, you just cut this to 0.
Garrett's going to come along. Pretty much prices Miller time in with his 7-5 offsuit.
Yep.
Four-handed.
River to full house, me River to gun down.
Because Garrett didn't have any kids.
That's how good Miles runs, though. Even though he's bad league, he's not guy.
7-5 flops the best of it.
Miles
Not like I won.
Miles takes a sick bad beat and the guy's got fucking $4.
20 minutes ago, I
What are you doing?
had like 3, 2.
Put a shift up.
I'm pot.
Down. Keep going.
Hey,
Hey.
there we are.
There we are. I think this means this is the last hand of the live stream.
Yes,
That one
I do believe so.
Only because a lot of people can't see
What a
what
night.
they're using.
Ryan now has the best of it with the
River voted him and
with the 9-7.
The one card he can't vote.
Uh-oh.
Miller time makes
Uh-oh.
it 60.
Garrett wins anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the straight.
Yeah.
There it is.
Pocket's about to be
Makes the
$40
call.
lighter.
That wasn't as cool then. It wasn't as dramatic.
Garrett gets out of the way.
We'll save that for tomorrow.
This is the check
No,
mark
no,
for
no.
Ryan. Let's see if Miller
I'm
time
glad that
wants to
happened.
make
I don't want that
a
happening
stab at this.
It's going to have to be a big one to get a 9 to fold.
Because I'm sure I'll have
That
more.
way.
Gonna make
Oh,
it
yeah.
85.
Both
I would
real
expect
deep
a
and
snap
I'm-
call
Yeah.
or something relatively quick.
I just want my name on the wall.
Thinker Jr.
You almost.
Yeah.
Who the Yorvas get to sign?
I'll,
Yeah, just
Miles and Garrett.
3 of us, I think. Oh, no,
You
Miller
started
time,
three
4 of
Yeah,
us.
first
no, we're the survivors so far.
From the original.
So far, right? It ain't over.
This is the
yet.
last hand, though. This is the last hand. We survived. Not Miller time yet.
And if they all worked, I would have no bitch about it. I swear.
We survived.
Get my pen.
Wow, and he
What?
lets it go.
What just happened? Why?
I don't know.
He does not want you to lose that $40.
I guess so.
That's
but-
your friend. That's your buddy.
I'm going to do it anyway, folks. Donate
And
$40
then down below.
in honor of Social Service, which is on July 8th.
Oh,
We're really looking forward to that big event. And we've just had a fantastic run here
What a
tonight.
success. What a success.
Great success. No Knit Thursday. And leave it to the reserve here to come up with just an interesting night of poker. A lot of activity, a lot of fun. Just about ended the night on. We did have a royal flush. It was almost the last hand of the game.
Man, what a way. I mean, that basically ended the night, you know. But, whew,
Yeah.
what a way.
Got to go out on a high note. Right?
Crazy night.
Yeah.
Crazy night.
Yeah.
Wild action. Huge pots. Huge stacks for a 1-3 game. Whew.
And I had a lot of fun tonight. I know Adam did.
Absolutely.
So much fun. And thank you very much, everybody, for joining us at the Reserve tonight for our next this Saturday. We've got another live stream coming, and for our other schedules, please look us up, and we'll hope to see you all very soon.
Have a great night, everybody.
Be safe.
sure. I updated it. I got it. Did you? Leave that up. And then this thing, like I said,